political ambitions, and whatever they're trying to do. They also have their followers. And if there's anything you know about politicians, is that they are actually beholden to their followers. They don't always do only what they want, because there are things that they can do and they will lose their followers. And a politician is nothing without the people behind him. So, for example, in 2011, Babatunde Raji Fashola, Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to step down from what he would have wanted. He did not want Fashola back for a second term.
But Lagosians wanted him.
But because Fashola had developed, I won't say a following, but
really?
I won't say a following, but Lagosians wanted him.
I worked for Fashola.
I won't say it's a following, because I don't think that he had the political machinery behind him, like his own structure that he can claim for himself. But Lagosians as a people wanted him, and very significantly, the people that Bola Ahmed Tinubu relies on for the influence he wields in Lagos also kind of were ambivalent. They really did not want Fashola out. So Tinubu had to step his own interest and desires down, because he knew he can't lose those people. So in that same vein, can Peter Obi and these obedience that are behind him, obedience and, in quotes, let me use the two characterizations that they use for each other, the obedience and the Agbado people, or the Baptists, they are mortal enemies online.
But why?
Look, let's even leave the why. But just that the fact that they literally hate each other. They can't listen. They can't have reasonable conversations. Between it is just insult and abuse. Then all of a sudden, the Peter B will now come and say he wants to be vice to Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
The reason why this is okay.
He will lose half of his following.
I was in a space, and there have been talks about where is his state of mind.
Yeah,
you joined the ADC as a part of the coalition. According to the beginning of the unveiling of the ADC, Dati Baba Ahmed was there, Peter Obi was there, Aisha Yusufu, these persons were there. And from what we heard, the conversation had been going on for the past 17, 16 months, thereabout, or 18 months. In other words, there are core conversations that were had among these members before they all agreed to be part of this coalition, while they were in their respective political parties. And there is no how in the course of that conversation that the ultimate plan is not to eventually leave your current political party if things don't change to be part of the ADC. Are we saying that in that conversation, Peter Obi did not know that the ADC was being put together for Atiku?
I mean, again, politics is very fluid, and a lot of things happen very quickly, and some things develop very slowly. Okay? So at the beginning of this conversation, I don't think anything was clear to anybody.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain about it. Even Atiku himself. Do you remember that before the ADC became what it is now, that there was SDP? Have you forgotten?
Yes.
So the SDP phenomenon happened before ADC. And Atiku was in that conversation. And there's another coalition. Exactly. There's ADA, so many of them.
I think the issue. Okay, maybe, all right.
Yeah, so bearing that in mind, and you remember that Atiku was actually also a part and parcel of the SDP conversation. So it might not be too correct or accurate to say, to suggest that the ADC was packaged for him. Maybe it was, but it wasn't very obvious at the beginning. That's what I'm saying.
Kachuku told us.
Yeah.
And that was basically what it was meant for.
But Ibe Kachuku himself is compromised. So I wouldn't. Did I say Ibe Kachuku? What's his name? I've forgotten his first name, right? So I wouldn't necessarily give too much credence to whatever he's saying, because he, interestingly, was the one that scuttled the ambition of Professor Mogalu, and we know what happened. Dollars exchange hands. So whatever he says now, I kind of take it with a pinch of salt. So I'm just saying that at the beginning of this process, nothing was particularly clear to anybody. And I can tell you from some sort of privileged information that even Peter Obi himself, till now, he's still being cagey and being careful, so nothing is really clear. It's politics. It's all about alignment and all that. Like he said, there is even another one that is a fresh registration. That is still until INEC releases a list of candidates,
yes,
and the parties they're running on, anything can happen.
Well, some people have said that the president rolling out these buses and all of that campaign for 2027 is wrong. It doesn't tally with what INEC gives as part of its electoral reform, as part of its electoral act, rather, and that the current party itself has actually gone beyond not respecting the law, basically as it obtains. A couple of persons felt maybe that's why Peter Obi has not said anything yet. I'm speaking on conversations I have been part of on Space, specifically those organized by the Obedience that had people like Sarah Ibrahim and all of that being part of the conversation. Now, I'm sure you know about Maurice. When he left, there were complaints about the structure within the movement. A couple of them complained that there is no accurate communication specifically from Mr. Peter Obi. And a couple of people think that the movement has kind of reduced somehow. It doesn't have the kind of clout or aura that it used to have. Others felt it's because Peter Obi has not yet said where he wants to. That maybe when he does, those who are sleeping would wake up. They're just waiting for him to make a decision on what he wants. Now, ever since the whole situation with the APC, there have been now a set of persons who have been saying that Peter Obi should deputize Atiku Abubakar in the ADC. Anything or anybody to unseat Tinubu, because Tinubu's administration is not favoring a lot of persons, a couple of persons. Again, like we said, this is politics. Some people may not like Tinubu. Some people may not like the way he operates, while some people do, and some people like it. They've brought in tribal, whatever, they've brought in region, they've brought in religion, anything you can actually consider. In this particular regard now, if Peter Obi then decides not to run with the ADC, and either goes to maybe APP, I'm hearing APP, or Zenith Labour Party, would we have the same result of 2023?
It's extremely unlikely now, unless Peter Obi himself does something different very quickly. Let's not forget.
What kind of something different?
I mean, look, he's rather too ambivalent at the moment. He's neither here nor there on anything. He's just doing, the only thing he has done consistently is the national commentary.
Yeah.
He keeps speaking about national issues on Twitter, and all of that. But when it comes to actual politicking, putting, forming coalitions, gaining support, getting people behind you actively, building that structure, in quote, actively. He has it already. He has supporters, but he needs to lead them. And I think that leadership is missing. And if he continues this way, don't forget, this is December of 2025. If the National Assembly, perchance, shifts the election timetable, elections are less than 11 months away because they want to shift it to November of next year.
Yes.
But even if they don't, elections are literally just 14 months away now. 14 months, Esther.
Did you watch the interview with Advocacy for Good Governance? They asked the same question, and he said a week is okay. He said anything can happen.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Look, the guy has to get serious if he's serious about his ambition.
There's still time.
There's still time.
That's what he said.
There's still time, but just to remind him, the groundswell of support, the energy and the
vigor,
all of that happened, the obedient movement, that tsunami, that wave of human emotion that happened, that we saw that culminated into the elections 2023, actually started in 2021. 2021. So it started building slowly, late 2021, and then gained real momentum mid 2022. Early to mid 2022. I was a part of a lot of those activities, so I know what I'm saying. At this point, it's almost getting too late for him. If he's going to harness those energies again, he needs to do and say something significant, something deliberate, something intentional very soon. Otherwise, the window will pass.
Mr. Lawaya Kundaya, I'm coming. I know you want to respond to something.
My name is Magnus Oraka. This is Woto TV. A couple of hours ago, I was talking to my friends and connection in the diaspora, and some of them were trying to talk me into understanding why Peter Obi should be vice why Peter Obi should deputize Atiku. And I'm like, some of you that live abroad, you think you know Nigeria, or you think you have a higher standing about the political knowledge of Nigeria. You might be in an environment where things are working and you are somehow fooled to think that what obtains in your environment is what should obtain in Nigeria. Trust me, you are very, very wrong. I have spent 59 years in the north. 59, 5-9. Nobody can come and tell me the understanding of northern politics. No, you cannot. That Atiku will spend 4 years. After 4 years, he will now hand over to Peter Obi. Let me tell you, if by mistake that power comes to the north, to get it back to the south, except I'm idiot, that power will never go back to the north. As far as the northern man concerned, he doesn't mind to be ruling after 4 years, not after 4 years, not after another 4 years, not. Saying that to them they believe leadership, the best form of leadership is only available in the north. If not that Tinubu has shown a great deal of tribalism, I would have supported him wholeheartedly, but he brought another type of Fulani version of Yoruba version of this useless governance. Otherwise, Tinubu serves what is happening to Northerners very, very right. Because you think you can play it, he came and showed that he can play it better. So, to you that we spoke today, if it's going to take Atiku to become the next president, Tinubu had better just complete now. Waiting. Abba, we must have to maintain, the most important thing we should be thinking of is to maintain the southern relevance in Nigerian politics. If not that Yaradua died, do you think Jonathan will be president? That is the only president, that's the only southern president that we had. Obasanjo was like a compensation for the June 12th that the North, unalived Abiola. So it was more like a compensation. These two southern presidents have not represented in reality the importance of South in the permutation of things in politics. And until we equate in some sort of political equilibrium the North and South, I will not subscribe to this. They not believe that the worst of their leadership is better than the best of the Southern leadership. Why should we not also believe that the worst of ours, Tinubu, is also better than their best? So, for me, it is non-negotiable that the South has 8 years to complete. If we cannot share it, 4 years Tinubu, 4 years Peter Obi, and they not want immediately after Buhari's 8 years, then 4 years to Tinubu, then it comes back to the North again. Because they not to argue to you that since 1999, they always like to pick 1999. Nigeria didn't come together in 1999. We came together in 1960. And since then, the North has had a giant share of leadership. So that one is not even the subject of this video. The subject of this video is those people in diaspora who are now thinking that Peter Obi cannot. I know you have been paid or you have been brainwashed or for some weird reason you are tired. If you have given up, let us fight our fight alone. Stay on your own. As far as I'm concerned, if Peter Obi cannot be the next president, Jagaban, fire on.
Nobody's fighting. All that we do is we cede land to them. We say they are the one in government. That's not all it should be. Now, Asiwaju, he has done something right, for example, by bringing in General Musa in as minister and sacking Badaru. We're even still calling on the sack of Matawale, the minister for state. But all of a sudden, when the clouds that were gathering were about to rain, we hear that he has gone back to politics. Either his handlers are the one doing that are insensitive, or himself. We don't know. This is where the people need to rise and fight the government. Now, in fighting the government, it's not to take up arms. It's all people need to speak out, talk, and make sure these things should not be done that way.
All right, there is something that Peter B is remarkably known for, frugality, being value for money spending. And he also highlighted that in his statement. He said, at times like this, we must recognize that Nigeria cannot continue on a path of wastefulness, insensitivity, and misplaced priorities. You know, when I say it that Nigerians are not too careful to understand that priorities matters a lot. Priorities matter a lot. If you look at, for example, let's talk about we were in an international conference center the other day. You know, you saw what the building that was the facility that was renovated with 39 billion naira. The question is, what employment was generated from that? That Deji, and not only Deji, a lot of people said that job wouldn't have been more than 4 billion. A lot of people, a lot of people say misplaced priority. You understand? You just talked about owing local contractors. These local contractors are the ones that goes into market to buy rice, pay for their children's school fees, talk to their brothers, send money to their grandmother, employ our people, even the young graduates who are still hoping to get into government employment. These local contractors are the ones that employ them as secretary, as support staff, as site engineers, and all that. But you put your money in a project that should only be done by an expatriate. Even when the ones that can be done by a local contractor, you give it to an expatriate, that cuts our money away and ends up not spreading the money into our economy. A lot of these priorities and wastefulness. Certainly, this money spent in buying these buses, they are not from private ventures along the line, if traced. So this level of wastefulness, these people that suddenly became rich by suddenly just working for government or becoming politician, Obi is saying that this is insensitive. At the end of the day, it is people's money. Have Nigerian people been conquered to the extent that they can't even fight? You talked about fighting, not violence. I mean, being able to protest, being able to speak out, being able to say no. Those buses should be returned back. Those buses should be converted to mass transit. Those buses, anywhere we see emblem of any political something concerning 2027, we are not going to allow it. We will convert those buses to mass transit and mass for people to move. This is not the time for election. This is not the time for campaign.
Yes, you see, I can't help but at this time to agree with Shiwe Blessing, one of our colleagues, who usually say that it is not the government problem, but it is the people's problem. From what you just said, what has the populace, the Nigerian people, what is their action? What is their reaction? It is the same Nigerians who are accepting that Homer bus as their benefit to go as their own cake, to go and ensure that this oppression, this suffering continues. These same Nigerians who are suffering, even the so-called local contractor I mentioned here, some of them will go and collect the bottle to ensure that the government remain in power just because they have gotten a piece of cake. So until the Nigerian people realize that, look, it is not the self first, it's the general interest of the people that matters. When you think beyond yourself, then you can act on behalf of others. Nigerians are too self-centered. They don't think of others, especially when they are in government. You see, when Obi said it, it can't be better said than that. That what it has befell this country is those who are in power lack priority. They don't know how to prioritize. How can you spend 39 billion to renovate an event center? How many events takes place in a year? When 39 billion can be invested even in road infrastructure. If you put 39 billion naira on the Benin Abuja road, it is going a long way. Yeah. So you can see that the priorities are so misplaced, and the action of the people in government are so insensitive to what is happening to the general populace. Until the people react, like he said, people are not reacting. That's why it is the people's problem. Until the people realize that, look, we are the worst hit. It is we that we. You see, Bob Marley said, where will you emancipate yourself from mental slavery? We are mentally enslaved. Until the Nigerian man know that he's mentally enslaved and decide to fight for his freedom, we will go nowhere.
All right, but there's sometimes can you flash that picture for us while he's talking? Go ahead.
There's sometimes what I think about the whole scenario. You see, you can't get better from these leaders.
Yeah.
there's what you call in computer, garbage in, garbage out. Is what you put to the computer that the computer will give you back. Even this AI that we are talking about, AI cannot give you something nobody has ever feeded.
You must give a command.
It must be there. Somebody must have input the information there. So what he goes to the web and bring it out. These politicians don't know better. Now, I'm telling you.
No, but I've always said it too.
They don't know better. The governors, they don't know better. So I've asked you, the minister for FCT, what job has he ever done before?
You know, there's
a lawyer, body bencher.
No, there's a saying that I forgot the name of the philosopher that that gave out that quote. Not precisely, but he said, when you are dead, you won't know that you are dead.
No.
It's the people there that are mourning, your brothers and sisters that will be crying that you are dead. He said the same thing happens when you are stupid.
You know that somebody must have to call me.
We are the one worried that why are these people doing this?
Because they're stupid.
They don't know better.
Yes, they don't know better. So I question the authority that brings them to power, the structure that brings them to power. Most of them, it's out of it completely. They need to know that they can't get better. Do you understand? How can a man in a PDP collect a job in APC and he said he's in PDP and he said he's rejecting an expulsion? They will not expunge you.
All right, let's move away into talking about allowing dissenting voice, which is an offshoot of what we are talking about, the people talking. You know, the Sultan of Sokoto in the Kuka Center was addressing the people. As a matter of fact, he eulogized Showore, calling him the President Showore, with a small president with a small p, you know, that in future he hopes Showore to be president. Showore didn't even say it. He said, you are not even saying it. So, you know, he said, you don't suffocate people. And when you hold people by the neck, suffocate them down, you will hear what they are saying. He said, it's better to allow people speak. So they vent out their anger, you know, allowing dissenting voices. Nigerian, in our politics, we've been worried about going into one state, one party system, you know, because we don't want other voices to be heard. But this is a leader, a well-respected leader, Sultan of Sokoto, saying that we should allow dissenting voices. With the way we are seeing the opposition parties now, just almost all of them having one thing or the other, are we really ready to allow dissenting voices? And the catastrophe of not allowing dissenting voices, are we ready for that as a nation?
You see, whether we are ready for it or not, we have to be ready for it. Because if we are not ready for it, the circumstances will force us to be ready for it. Because we are not fashioned towards a one-party state. Nigeria had not been fashioned in any way. Right from inception, from 1960 where we gained our independence to today, Nigeria has always been gravitating towards a multi-party system, and that is what the Nigerians are known to. So if you are coming to to force it on Nigeria, you want to force a one-party state in Nigeria, don't forget when somebody said the APC ship. It will be, Senator Ali Dume said, it will soon bloated and the ship will capsize because the ship is not used to carry that kind of load you are giving to it. The Nigerian system is not used to one party state. So if you refuse to listen to the voice of the opposition will come out from you, within you, and that will be more disastrous.
Catastrophic. All right, explosion. That's what he was trying to say. If you suffocate gas, if you begin to pressure gas, at a point beyond what the containing cylinder, the pressure of the containing cylinder is going to explode.
No matter liquefied.
No matter. So that's what the Sultan of Sokoto is telling us, that we should allow dissenting voices. Oftentimes this statement comes out and everybody push it back to the next person without, applying it to themselves, especially those that weigh the power, people in government, people that actually have power to suffocate. I can't stop you from talking now, but the government can stop you. So essentially, he is speaking to government to not stop people from talking. Allow them to vent their anger. Allow Showore to talk. Allow any other person to talk. It is better they say what they have in mind. You think the people will listen or they will dare the consequences?
The major issue that is there is that government has already cleaned itself from all these things before government started.
Yeah.
And the way it is that you have check and balances in government. You also have government that three arms of government where the legislature, the judiciary.
Do you think Tinubu's ambassadorial picks are based on competence or political rewards?
Well, let's have two categories. The career ambassadors, that's the peak of their career in service. They're supposed to have gone for 4 years term to serve the country properly. But they will not be hurried out. And in the next election, if Tinubu wins, some of them might be retained, but they have to be recalled again. Imagine the waste. So their careers have just been truncated. They have been lying idle for the last 2 years, just rotting away in Abuja. As for the politicians, it's just the good, the bad, and the ugly. I really cannot pick anyone seriously that is of the nature of Christopher Kolade, ambassador of High Commissioner in London those days. You cannot think of it. But the worst part is that in the next 4 months, it will take 4 months before they even be on post, because the countries have to agree to be ambassador before they will accept. They have to stand by when they are waiting for them to present credentials of their nomination. So the next 4 months is a waste in terms of resources, in terms of time. When you do something in a hurry, rush, you fail and fumble. It's so regrettable that we have this situation.
Yeah, Dr. Akin Fapomuda, I think it's time we also reflect on our model of democracy, because now there have been a lot of accusing fingers to President Tinubu on the presidential list. And we look at the Constitution, it gives, in section 171 of the Constitution, it gives him that power to appoint ambassadors, high commissioners, and principal representatives in foreign mission. That's one. But when you look at the model of democracy, fundamentally, it's like it thrives on inclusion. And so that brings us to the democratic process where politicians will have invested their money and all that, regardless of their ethical standard. And now that puts the president in a kind of dilemma for a kind of political patronage. So what would another president or a better president had done in this circumstance, given this controversial situation where he's torn between appointing career diplomats, people of impeccable characters, and also falling into the pitfall of political patronage, given our model of democracy and our style of democratic process?
In all honesty, I've on this channel counseled that we need to pause the political system. We are in the wrong direction. We'll keep going. Look, if Tinubu wins 2027 elections, all the decampees now that are decamping now, they are in line again for appointment. Once you fail or you lose election, you lose Senate, you have to be made the ambassador. The INEC chairman now will also have to make ambassador. I mean, we are following money shows the day. We are in the wrong course of recycling these old people that are really tired. What we have now is politics of banditry. You predate, you fight your way, you become a senator, become a governor, and you just have to do all that it takes at all costs. This is not the right way to govern. We need to decentralize the power of the country. The president, we always say, is so powerful. What is the use of the power? He can't sit more than on a bed at a time. He cannot ride more than one jet. What is the big deal about this power that somebody cannot be reasonable? But we are suffering. Look how much money has been spent on kinetics. How much is a bullet, as General Musa said? You fire a bullet, how much does it cost? All the soldiers are in the bush. We are not even talking about education. Nobody is talking about roads. Nobody is talking about artificial intelligence, which the world is embracing now. We are just living on predatory life or survivor. We need to really pause and spend the next 1 year to discuss the way we are living. But like I said, so are we together? How do we be together? When we do that, then all of us will have a sense of inclusion. And the best minds will volunteer. You don't need to spend 100 million to get a form.
Yes.
You don't need that. We need to reform the system fundamentally and strategically.
You mentioned one of the brilliant minds from the Southwest, Chief Bola Ige, the late Chief Bola Ige, who died in a very, very terrible circumstances. I'm not even sure whether his killers have been found. But let me look at Afenifere again, your organization, whose ideology is based on that of the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, that advocated a philosophy of fairness, justice, and national well-being. So for some time now, it would seem that President Bola Tinubu is emerging or trying to emerge the Yoruba leader in the mode of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Does Afenifere see him in that light?
Well, the Yorubas are very, let me not say sophisticated. Anybody can say whatever he wished. In the minds and hearts of Yoruba people, we know who is selfless, we know who is intellectual, we know who loves himself as he loves the others. It is true that our president now engineered himself. He used all means possible, including Muslim ticket, including splitting Afenifere into two. But Afenifere, we were 11 in the executive of the Afenifere properly. Only 2 defected to Tinubu's side. The 9 of us are still intact in the Adebanjo fashion. It's a fact. So Afenifere is, we believe in welfareism. Freedom for all, life more abundant is the motto of Afenifere and it stands. When Abanation now because Tinubu has seized the political space, and can anybody say this? And Awolowo will have produced blueprints in advance of coming. We know what's happened in 1979. UPN states were ready to govern under Awolowo direction. The same thing allowed for democracy too. But this haphazard governance and waking up and doing things, subsidy or no subsidy and all that, it's not Awolowo style. Nigerians should know it. Yorubas also know it too.
So you're essentially saying that President Tinubu was not ready to govern and is not ready to govern and is not doing well.
It's not me saying it. We already have 2 years of it. It's not me saying it. The facts are there. We now have evidence, empirical evidence. If I were to remove subsidy, I would have prepared all the palliatives in advance, automatically. How many CNG buses are on the road now? How many CNG buses? The only signature project of President now is the road from Lagos to Calabar, the road from Sokoto to Badagry. But in Western and Yoruba areas, where are the roads? Osun State is down now. The governor is being strangulated. Is that an Awolowo mantra to strangulate your own area too? Osun State is down. It's dying. And Tinubu is watching. It's unfortunate.
Now, based on what you've just said, it has become quite apparent that public trust has been lost along the way. What actions do you think could be taken to regain and rebuild to boost the public trust once again?
The patriots visited President Tinubu last year. He affirmed that he wants to do economics, that politics will come later. He has done economics now. He has passed tax fraud reform. The tax reform, we are going to see a lot of crying when it comes to effect, but let's leave that aside. I still plead for President Tinubu to change gear. We have to look at the politics of Nigeria. He said, economy first, politics later. This next year is for politics. And the blueprint is there. It's just to send a bill to National Assembly to say, authorize for a new constitution to be debated and agreed on. By May, it could be done. By October 1, it will be effective. We should not go into the next election with this predatory system that we have now. Let him even plan to retire. 4 years enough as president of your country now. Must he be a Paul of Cameroon? It doesn't have to be. How many months did the Muritala rule the country and we see the impact everywhere? How many months? Awolowo actually ruled Western region only up to 1959. He ruled from 54 to 59. And we still have the impact up to today. So if he can just bequeath a new polity on Nigeria in the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, all his sins will be wiped away in my own record.
Okay. Now, as the ambassadorial designates, now we understand that they'll be facing the Senate Committee on
foreign affairs, foreign relations for their screening, and afterwards they'll be taking their oath of office. So let's just tie down that as they prepare for their tour of duty, bearing in mind that Nigeria's foreign influence dwindled within the last 2 years of not appointing ambassadors, they're creating gaps in our economic diplomacy, citizenship diplomacy, and also shuttle diplomacy. What should be our main diplomatic focus as they prepare for their tour of duty?
In actual fact, I'm not privy to any document that says this is the thrust of Nigerian foreign policy. We know the time of Ike Wachuku when it was economic diplomacy during the Babangida years. We knew the trust of the foreign minister.
Yeah, the reason why I was asking this is that I read the Renewed Hope foreign policy and it was a bit untidy, a bit scattered. So that's why I was asking what should be our main foreign policy thrust as the ambassador prepared for their next tour.
Well, we are aligned to China a little bit. America is fighting back about it. We don't know whether we are non-aligned or aligned. There is no definitive position on Nigeria's trust. Africa used to be central focus of Nigeria policy. We don't know anymore. Foreign Affairs Minister, who is he now? I'm not asking. I know his name, but has he made a major speech? Has NIA in Lagos be committed to produce a blueprint on the trust? We are indebted. We are in loans to China. America is now putting us backward. They want to replace Chinese in mining. What have we decided on that as a country? What's our interest?
Okay.
We have not decided. So, again, in the next 1 month or two, while they are seeking agreement for the postings, there has to be a small panel with Nigerian Institute of International Affairs to articulate a coherent navigation between the West and the East, the Chinese and the American. But it's not clear now at all.
Okay, let me take you up on what you said about the Constitution. You talked about the Patriots and their proposal, which you believe the president should take up or listen to. Are you implying that the current National Assembly Constitution review makes no sense, it's not valid?
They want to amend the Constitution in 83 places. If you have a clause that is used and you are a stone, and you want to patch it up in native places, why not just throw it aside and write an elegant constitution? We have a draft already. Nigerian constitution should not be more than 20 pages, federal. Relation between the federal and the regions or states. Then each region or state should go and craft its own constitution. Nigeria is not one nation, but we are in the same territory, no problem about it. Let everyone go and do what suits them under Nigerian territory. So we need to have a federal draft. We need to have a state or regional draft. The Yorubas are different from Fulanis. The Hausas are different from Fulanis. Yes. It's nothing negative at all. We are just different. And even resources is different. North is farming. The South is crude oil. Middle belt is solid minerals. Even to focus on that,
okay,
it will be different.
So that is Dr. Akin Fapunda. Thank you very much, who is the Director of Research of Afenifere. He's also a Public Affairs Policy and Governance Analyst.
Calling for the Igbos to invest in the Southeast. Meanwhile, Vice President Kashim Shettima at the event described Igbos as the greatest stakeholders in the Nigerian project, highlighting their widespread economic influence across the country. Shettima painted a vivid picture of Igbo economic dominance, stating that half of Abuja is owned by Ndi-Igbo. He went further, declaring that the presence of both Igbo and Hausa communities in any location signals safety and vibrancy.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I dare say that Ndi-Igbo are the greatest stakeholders in the Nigeria project. Half of Abuja is owned by Ndi-Igbo. Half of the population of Lagos is largely made up of Ndi-Igbo. There is hardly any place in this country. If you don't see an Igbo man, you better run away from that place. If you don't see a Hausa man, you better run away from that place. Because they go where opportunities abound. So, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to appeal to our leaders to come and invest in this country, in Imo, and in all parts of the Federation, because this is a nation waiting to unleash its full potentials.
Right. Well, this is a significant statement from Nigeria's #2 citizen, recognizing the Igbo community's vital role in the country's economic fabric. The acknowledgement comes as the federal government seeks to deepen engagement with the Southeast through infrastructure investments and policy reforms. Meanwhile, at the summit, Governor Hope Uzodinma highlighted Imo State's strategic advantages, including what he called the largest proven gas reserves in West Africa. Some other notable figures at the event include business mogul Alhaji Aliko Dangote, who announced that his conglomerate would become one of Imo State's biggest investors, and former Afreximbank president Benedicto Rama, who revealed that the bank is already constructing a multi-million-dollar quality compliance and exports facility in this state. I mean, these are notable investments that we have seen from this summit. Ayo, I'd like for you to tie in your thoughts with Vice President Kashim Shettima talking about the Igbo resilience and, of course, the Hausa communities. It says, if you don't see an Igbo man in a community or even a Hausa, just live there.
Business is not
that place is not prosperous. But, it speaks volumes.
Yes. We've talked about the enterprising nature of the people, of the Igbo people, especially people from the Southeast. And even during campaign season, presidential candidates talked about how they were going to maximize the entrepreneurial skills and talents in these areas. I remember that Southeast was said to be going to become the Taiwan of Africa. We haven't seen that yet. What it means is that there is great potential in this region, but we need to move from potential to tapping into this potential by investment, critical investment in areas that could produce and fully showcase these talents. And so that's why I again call this, earlier this morning I was talking about the subnationals and even highlighted some areas that the Imo State governor can do. The important thing is that a 2-day summit, economic summit, is good. Optics very good, right sound bites and so on. But if they end at sound bites, including the promises of investment, then it would have done nothing for the state, despite the fact that a lot of money has been spent. If Alhaji Aliko Dangote, for instance, decides that he wants to go and become the biggest investor in Imo State, that is very welcome. But I hope that Imo State provides an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. I was talking about the fact that in the last top 10 index, competitiveness index released by the Presidential Enabling Business and Environment Council, PEBEC, Imo State is not on that list. It means that it is not very easy to do business based on certain policies, infrastructure, bureaucracy, bureaucratic procedures in accessing government services and the likes. And so these are the areas that they should look into. Let us move from rhetoric to action.
Yes.
Beyond, summits like this, let us show working. Alhaji Aliko Dangote said the best way to attract foreign investment is through domestic investment.
Yes.
If you want people to come and put their money or entrust their money in your system, let them demonstrate to them that you are willing and open for business. Number one, fix insecurity. Ensure that they sit at home on Mondays, which there's billions of naira lost in income and affecting businesses. Look at agriculture. Let us move from mechanized subsistence form to mechanized. Let us develop the value chain, provide good roads, provide water, provide power. These are the critical things. Educate your people, encourage your citizens.
Yes.
These are the things that the governors can do. So in addition to summit, let them show working.
Yes.
Your works would make it even more of a powerful statement that you are ready and willing to attract investors and ready to do business.
All right.
That's what we want to see.
Very well. So overall, I thought it was a beautiful summit.
good start.
My dear friend, Stephanie Busari, I'll have to plug her in, was one of the organizers of the event, and she's been doing so well in getting all these high-profile people together in one room. So I'd say...
We have to import Aisha Sese as one of the...
Well, that's why the world is a global village, Dr. Abati. It's good to have that type of shared color.
We have on this
table. I mean, that's what I just said. The world is a global village. We need to find ways to share culture, share exchange, isn't it so?
Well, I hope they'll invite us to the UK with Boris Johnson
I'm sure if you have, people like Stephanie Busari on the table, I'm sure that would happen. Well, kudos to her and, of course, the good people of Imo State. Well, let's take another story now. The Akwa Ibom State government has issued a strong rebuttal to the International Press Institute Nigeria following its inclusion of Governor Umo Eno in what it calls a book of infamy for alleged press freedom violations in a press statement signed by Information Commissioner Anaikan Umwana. The government described the IPI's claims as false, unfounded, and completely inconsistent with the state's relationship with the media. The government is challenging IPI and its president, Musikilu Mojid, to provide evidence of any journalists arrested, detained, or harassed on the governor's orders since the assumed office. According to the statement, no media house has been shut down or sanctioned in Akwa Ibom State under Governor Eno's administration. Well, the IPI had blacklisted Governor Eno for allegedly barring Channels television reporters from the Government House Press Center in May after they reported what the institute described as an undemocratic remark by the governor. The ban has reportedly remained in place for 7 months. However, the state government insists the issue involves a routine recall of the Channels TV reporters who had covered the state for over 20 years. The government described this as standard administrative practice, not repression. Adding to the pushback, the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Akwa Ibom State dismissed the IPI's allegations, describing the claim as baseless, adding that NUJ would be the first to raise alarm if any journalist faced harassment or intimidation in the state. Well, the Akwa Ibom state government is now demanding a retraction and public apology from the IPI. Well, the International Press Institute Nigeria had also accused Niger State Governor Mohammed Umar Bago and the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, of undermining press freedom in the country. Governor Bago earned his place in the Book of Infamy after ordering the closure of Badegi FM in Mina in August. The independent radio station was sealed for airing content critical of his administration, while the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, was cited for what the institute described as a culture of impunity within the police force. Publisher Azuka Ogujiba of Media Room Hub faced repeated arrests while reporting on a land dispute. Other journalists in Kano, Ekiti, and Abuja have since experienced similar treatment with no visible corrective action from police leadership, according to the IPI. Well, however, in a more positive note, the IPI honored the Director General of the Department of State Services, Adiola Ajayi, for his professionalism since taking office in August 2024. The IPI lauded the DSS DG, stating that under his watch, the agency has resolved harassment incidents promptly and engaged constructively with media houses. I would say congratulations to the DSS DG. We can attest to that because, he's been doing so well with connecting with the media and also sharing information. So our congratulations to the DSS DG. Bimbai, your thoughts?
I think I begin with the IPI, and it's important to acknowledge their vigilance in tracing all of these cases and ensuring that they are addressed, that a response is received, and that they go through the processes. So I think it's important to just acknowledge their boldness and their commitment to ensuring that truly press freedom is guaranteed. Yes. However, the trend is very concerning. Of course, each of the governors have spoken out, and in many cases, not even just governors, you have various politicians who do come and refute the allegations. Yes. Akwa Ibom State specifically, we remember what transpired during the period when the governor was preparing to defect, and then there was a video clip that allegedly was not supposed to have gone out and so forth. But until date, that team from Channels TV who'd been covering Government House for over 20 years have not been reinstated. So we now have to ask ourselves, what is it? They say it's a regular procedure, but surely after that, we would have seen some sort of an attempt to repair the media relations. one thing I do have to commend President Tinubu about is that at any given opportunity, he says that he's ready to receive abuse. And we've often said that that's one thing you can't take away from him, is that he does take criticism. He allows us to speak, relatively freely and for people to express their views. But when you come to the subnational level, the level of intolerance is very concerning and alarming. And it's not just with some of the names that have been named here. The stories are far and wide. And that's why I'm saying it's not just governors who are accused of this. Last week, we took an interview with a journalist from, I can't remember the state now, but it was one of the states. And the issue was that there are a number of journalists who have been arrested unprocedurally that are still being held captive. They know they can't go to court because, of course, they know that they don't have the power and the influence in the courts. They don't trust the judicial system to be able to protect them. So in all of this, these are occupational hazards that we face in trying to pursue the truth, in trying to hold public officials accountable, trying to ensure that the high and mighty are always brought to book. And this is the challenge that a fourth estate continues to face. But this is a democracy, and we'll continue to advocate and push back. And again, organizations like IPI and NUJ and so forth continue to do their work to protect us and protect our work and to protect the truth, most importantly.
I like that. We must always learn how to protect press freedom, which is really the main point. And to your point about Akwa Ibom State, which is, we're going back to Akwa Ibom State now, they did say that, the Channel TV reporters are still allowed to go into their government house. That just the reason was because it was a recall process that has, they've been there for 20 years, so they had to rejig that. But again, I'd say kudos to the DSS DG. We want more reports from this IPI as well, just so that we can, share more information with people and organizations more freely as well. Now, talking about Akwa Ibom State, the police has charged a man named David Effiong for violating Governor Umo Eno's recent ban on masquerade activities. Effiong was arrested on Tuesday after he was caught dressed in full masquerade regalia, despite Governor Umo Eno's ban. Well, he's seen here in this video that went viral on Tuesday, standing in front of a group of policemen and a crowd of pressmen and bystanders. I know we discussed this over the week, Tuesday, when we talked about what happened. You call them gods, Dr. Bati. No, ancestors. So they now arrest gods in Nigeria. That's what you're saying now. I mean, what happened to his powers at the time? See how humble he was. You like a humble ancestor.
Submitted to the laws of the land. I must commend the ancestors.
All right, guys. I need to stop that video right there because I have other presentation to give here. As you can see that on the screen already. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there, my people. Please confirm my voice. If you can hear me, just say yes. We can hear you loud and clear. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, my lovely mother. Thanks for all that you do, Mommy. Thank you very much for always being there for us. And happy weekend to you. Happy weekend to everyone right there. Abu Azim, my brother, I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate every one of you right there who are both Felix in the building today. It's good to have you on the show. Thank you, Disinda Agbon. Thank you, Just Emeka. Finally, we don't hear from you today after 78 years. Tony South. Thank you, Mother Peggy Modi. Thank you, Kingsley, and many other people right there. Thank you, AJ Dima. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening to every one of you. Happy weekend to every one of you right there. Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, Wisdom Lucky. Thank you, my wonderful people. Madam Eugenia, thank you very much. I appreciate you for all that you do. And many others, Success More, and many, many more. But I want us to move on right now, my people. Thank you very much, Abu Azi, for confirming my voice. But meanwhile, I'm going to post out a link now. Just Emeka already asking for a link. Okay, let me post out the link for those of you that want to join now. Come in, although I still have a few presentations to give, but the link will be posted. For those of you coming in, this is the best time for you to come in. Okay, as you all know, although before I move on to the next topic, I would like us to quickly talk about Chetima. Chetima. So the Chetima from nowhere is not really praises on Igbo, Igbo. I don't understand. When things like this happen, people, you need to be careful because there are something these guys are looking for. Yes, Mr. Emeka, I can see you already. You know, when things like this happen, there are something they are looking for. Maybe the thing will reveal later on. But meanwhile, let's quickly hear from what Mother Deborah have to say. Mother Deborah, my presentation never finished, but talk to us quickly then. Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Elvis. Good evening.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to you. Talk
Mr.
to us.
Elvis, good evening to everyone watching. You see, the reason why I called in because we've had this conversation one time, and when this Harrison issue came up, and I was saying it, I was telling you that day.
I never presented.
This whole idea of coming to, you said?
I have not presented it yet, too, but that's fine. Go ahead.
Because I just remembered that day we had this conversation, and I told you, I said this whole idea of making kidnapping normalizing paying ransom, coming to social media to beg for money and paying ransom. I said this is not a good thing. No, I said it's going to make kidnapping a lucrative business in Nigeria. I said it's only going to encourage people to be doing it more. And you were asking me, so, okay, what do I want people to do? That and I told you, I said it's not a good thing, that they should channel the energy in trying to get law enforcement to discourage people from thinking it's okay to just kidnap people and come to social media to beg for money. And you can now see that Harrison allegedly now they are using it to make as business. That day we had this conversation, and you were trying to kind of say, oh, he's doing a good work, but can you now see that he himself is benefiting from it?
But it's allegedly now. We are not sure yet.
No, but that is what it means. In which part of the world do you see that they will come online and be negotiating with kidnappers? This is what is the difference between what he's doing now and what Sheikh Gumi is doing in the north? Is it not almost the same thing? And this is why banditry in the north, because they were negotiating with them. And of course, when you are negotiating with criminals, you are only aiding and abetting it. So there's no difference between what Harrison is doing and what Sheikh Gumi is doing in the north as well with the bandits. Because if you are coming out to always negotiate with kidnappers, what are you doing? You are equally encouraging people to go into it, and then the thing is becoming more and more like a business. So we should stop encouraging things like that and make the security.
Let me continue my presentation, ma. You will call back again. You've passed your message.
All right, sir.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, let's listen to what people have to say and what I'm going to recapitulate back again to the 3 minutes long video from Verdakma earlier on this afternoon.
Harrison Gwamnishu is in the police custody in Benin, Edo State. He was arrested yesterday night. In all honesty, I initiated the call that led to his arrest. I did. And first of all, I'm really disappointed in everything, but I would wait for him to come out, and this time I would want him to use his mouth to say the truth about what happened in Auchi. You see, when the whole thing happened, they called me. When they told me, I was surprised. So I had to make other calls, spoke to the police, asked different questions, and when the story was true, I was sad, right? Immediately I told them something. I said, I don't want to see this thing on social media. Please, nobody should post it for a reason. They say, no, that they are going to post. I say, no, don't post it. And they assured me that they were not going to post it. Then later, I now saw a video online where one guy Z04 posted it. I called him. I said, but I told you guys not to post this video. He said that they are accusing him because he's the one that called Harrison to come to Edo State. That they are accusing him that him and Harrison did the business together, and that if anything happened to the husband that is in the bush, that is him that will take responsibility for that. That was why he panicked and he went to go and post to clear his name. I said, okay, no problem. Then I went back online and saw that Harrison had now made his own video to explain. But when I watched the video, it was really gaslighting, especially because I know the truth. It was gaslighting. I was more disappointed in him because he didn't manage it well, right? Trying to counter narrative and just seek sympathy and emotional manipulation and emotional blackmail of people. I was disappointed, right? Anyways, it's in the police custody. I made that call, and when it comes out, I hope he would come and tell the public the truth. As for the money, whether he took it or not, this is a video when he returned the money.
You see this bag, like more than carry go bush, eh? You need to offload it. You understand? You understand? Even the Ghana must go, don't wait for Ghana must go. You go offload them. If you not do them.
So you could hear his voice there because they told them not to record, but one person managed. The DPO instructed them not to record. One person managed to make that. His truck is in the police station in Edo State, and right now he's in Benin. So let's wait for him to come out. Then if he come out and he does not say the truth, I guess I will have to say it. Now, I also need to highlight something. Some people will say Very Dark Man is probably jealous because Harrison is getting audience. Of course, because lately they've been comparing the both of us. Harrison is the best activist, Very Dark Man is not an activist, and blah, blah, blah. So truth is, I am not an activist. I hate to be called an activist, and I don't really care about that. When it comes to the audience, I have more audience than literally almost everybody, right? I get more engagement than literally, so it's not about jealousy. You know what my platform is for. My platform is for the truth. And when I see evil, I spill. But for Harrison, sentiment entered because we talk sometimes in the DM. Not always, but, and I just go straight to the point with him in the DM, straight to the point. You know, but I'm just disappointed, honestly, because honestly, I thought he had changed. You know, but this one is just, yeah. If he didn't make that video to gaslight yesterday, I probably would have just let everything play out, make it carry win. But come on. Anyways, let's wait for Harrison to come on. Peace and love, don't play. If you play, go online and go learn the hard way.
All right. A lot of Nigerians have said that Very Dark Man is jealous of Harrison. While some said no, Very Dark Man, whenever he's investigating things, he has facts. According to what Very Dark Man just said now, you heard him. He said he's not going to say anything, but he wants Harrison to come out and confess with his own mouth. You know, so because of that, you know what that means. I don't know what they happen. No, I know. Say when it concerns money matter, I've heard they tell people say, you know, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know where they cost, especially Nigerians in Nigeria. When it comes to money, issue, best way you offer good before come turn to something else. Why is he always like that? Especially Nigerians in Nigeria. Why? I don't know. I'm not judging Harrison yet, but I would like to recapitulate back to what Harrison himself have to say. And this was the video that triggered Very Dark Man saying that, if Harrison if I not do this video, he used this video
Good evening, my name is
to
Harrison.
see people.
Guam issue. Okay, so I'm being dragged on social media for this very case. I'm being dragged on social media. What happened? Yesterday, I was invited. Nobody paid me 1 kobo. I freed our vehicle. We left Asaba. On our way going on the Chubo, our car broke down. Azubike, a pork taxi in Asaba, brought another vehicle for us in Awuchi, on the Chubo. We traveled to Awuchi. Nobody paid us 1 kobo. I did not discuss money with anybody. We went there on our own to assist because we've been doing that for long and we're succeeding. Yesterday we failed. Now, yesterday when I got to Awuchi, I know the people want me to say things I'm not supposed to say because one reason why I went for Awuchi, it failed. Yes, it failed. All right. The 2 victims that were kidnapped, the husband and wife, the wife was released. Before now, the kidnappers told the family that they're going to release only the wife. Some things happened behind the scene, which I cannot say here. There is no way I can say it. All right. But number one, nobody stole any money from anywhere. Nobody was arrested by the police. Nobody ran away from Edo State. Yesterday, I was threatened. My life was threatened my team people, my team members, Peter, Chichi, our life was threatened. While in DPO's office yesterday, DPO said, Harrison, drop your car. I said, you said drop your car. And thank God I dropped that vehicle. Because if not, maybe I would have been trade and have happened to me on the way. Alright? So I left the vehicle. The vehicle is not my own, it's belongs to my colleague. I left the vehicle at the station. Nobody impounded the vehicle. DPO said, please keep your vehicle here. I will give you security. DPO Awuchi said this. If you're going anywhere, I'll give you security. My policeman will go with you anywhere you want to go with. When I know say such promises, sometimes they happen. So this early morning I said, no, I have to leave. I have to leave Awuchi. Because the family said, since they did not release the man, they have released the woman, they don't want our services anymore. We should pause. We have to pause. I can't say these things on social media space. I can't. A lot happened. A lot happened behind the scene. A lot of work were done already. A lot of work were done already. I was only trying to assist too. I went there with the intention to help, and which I did. Unfortunately, the man was not released. And now the blame is on me. They are trying to shift the blame on me. Well, it's fine. I'm not going to debunk anything. I'm not going to, okay, this is debunking, yes, but I'm not going to say some stuff that we weaken what we have already built. I told you guys before that there are technologies that can be used to get the kidnappers, and we've succeeded. A lot of them has been utilized. A lot of guns recovered, millions of naira ransom recovered, which I do tender on social media space. 5,400,000 naira is not what will stain my name. Not on this mission. It's not possible. So every mission to strike, every mission, every plan to see how to weaken me, to make me to stop doing this, is not possible. If anybody have any grievances against me, against my work, what I expect you to do is just put up a petition, let the police investigate thoroughly. The police, DSS, the military can investigate thoroughly to know what went wrong. Last time we were in Agenebo, the DSS was with us. I was the one who was leading, who was providing the lead for what we were going for. We were in Obiaroko a few days ago. I was the one who was at the front. Like I'll be at the front. The ones carrying gun will be at my back. The ones with gun will be at my back. I will be at the front, leading the way. That is how risky it is. But there are things we are doing. There are things we are doing involving everything that I cannot talk about on social media space. Alright. So sorry guys if I'm disappointing you with my response like this. This is my response. Alright. If you want to drag me anywhere, drag me. But one thing you should know is you cannot weaken what we have built. What we have built and giving out for free. Not for individual, but to government, security agencies and everybody. Love you guys. Thanks for your concern. Thanks for your solidarity. God bless you all. Good evening.
Okay, because of this, that's why the Very Dark Banner decided to make that video. That, okay, I told him not to come out or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because if you check the story from RC just now, that story, to me, it doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe we will hear more stories that will make sense later. But this particular response, because this was the last video he did or he made before he was arrested. So you can see some kind of editing on that video. I don't know. I don't want to judge, but sometimes, but let's listen to what people have to say, because people reacted. There's this particular Edo guy that invested on Harrison, but let's hear from him.
There's the elephant in the room finally. Harrison is not a scammer. And if he is, no wahala na my money. Nobody on this page has given me one fucking naira to send to that man. And I've already bought down everything I'm sending to him in Nigeria. If he paying you, go and jump off a fucking bridge. As somebody in my position, I understand what blackmail looks like. Do you think that man is entering that bush to collect you people's measly fucking peanuts money? Okay, go and save your family members by yourself. Go and meet the Nigerian government and drag them. You are seeing somebody that went to SARS detention for years, got scholarship to America, and you are here trying to play with that person, you Nigerians are not even worth the fucking effort. Oswalds.
Okay, all right. It was swearing from beginning to the end, but that guy invested heavily. You know, he spent, in fact, some of the equipment that he bought, he spent over 40 something million naira to get it for Harrison to continue his job, you know. But still, yes, regardless of what, you will have your fans. Let's listen to what this one.
The Harrison Gwamnishu has been arrested.
All right, so Harrison Gwamnishu is in the police.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the thing weak me. I made 2 videos about Harrison yesterday. A lot of people misunderstood. They say I was supporting him. I'm only saying we should give him a slack, cut him a slack. We should give him benefit of a doubt. Because evidence never there. There's no concrete evidence. But after VDM made this video, and I made one video this morning about it, my inbox just day. What's in there my inbox, I'm not gonna lie. It's still not an evidence. Because I still never hear from Harrison. But for VDM to get involved with this,
they called me. When they told me, I was surprised. So I had to make other calls, spoke to the police. Nobody should
orchestrated his arrest. VDM.
And
the funny thing is, right, some people are now making it look like VDM orchestrated his arrest. VDM arrested him because he said he made a call that led to his arrest. No. Listen to the whole video. You heard the video. He had spoken to Harrison before. Him and Harrison don't talk before. This is not the first time. We think saying go don't change. We've had so many of that. See, my own just now, I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed because this is exactly what we spoke about yesterday on my TT live streaming yesterday. We spoke about Nigerian youth expectations and the things Nigerian youth do. We end up blaming politicians when we also have a problem. We have a role to play in our society. This is exactly what we spoke about last night. Exactly this. The responsibilities of the youth and expectations and how a lot of youth in Nigeria are feeling that no one can be trusted anymore. This is what we spoke about last night on TT. And today, come on, man. Highly disappointed. That's all I can say. We still wait for Harrison to come out and give us his own version of the story. I just hope and pray he's honest and truthful about it and find a way and stop this because it's going to raise a lot of questions. That's just my own. All the good things he's done is going to look like he's never done anything. And you're not going to blame people.
Exactly. Okay. Some information also came to me this afternoon concerning this whole matter from my own state, Edo State. I was shocked, but I cannot reveal none because and I don't know what they happen yet. It's not from my mouth. None I go hear what they happen. But what I would like to say, before that, I would like to respond to somebody, Chidima. You said, what is VDM's business? Is it the police? That's why we have so much problem in Nigeria. You are waiting for only police to investigate issue for you, whereas country where you did so, the citizens join the police to investigate issues. They give police information. That's why the country where you did so is a better country. Now America, now UK. For example, for my own country for UK. Now if the citizens see anything will look suspicious, now they call police. See the question you are asking was the VDM's business in this. That's where the problem starts from. Directly or indirectly, we are very good in protecting wrongdoings. We are very good with that. Directly or indirectly. Let me tell you something. Because maybe the person don't do lot of things, good things, right? The day where you go do one bad thing, where you go key, maybe bad person, you go arm robber. They'll say, this person, a good person. No. Listen, wrongdoing is wrongdoing. Even though we don't know if this is true yet. But let him be out of the station, then we'll know. But don't say what VDM is doing is right. He's a citizen. He needs to pass information to the Nigerian police. Talk to me, Black Panther. Good evening to you, my brother.
Good day to you. Good day to everybody. Mommy, may God bless you. My sister that called in, she should just stop in-depth facts about it. One, we don't know how Harrison does his job, but he has been on the front line. And let us stop saying what is the difference between him and Gumi. They are not the same. So what we should listen to, as VDM says, we should wait for him to come out. We don't judge him. Anytime money is involved in things, people just conclude and they will start, especially in Nigeria, as Nigeria just said. There are so many things that were involved. The family are the one being contacted, not that guy. So let him come out, let us get the full fact before we start judging somebody that has been putting his foot on the front line. Please, I beg everybody, what we cannot do, let us not crucify someone. He's not a perfect person. If you are looking for an angel, you call on an angel to come and do the work we all Nigerians should have been doing. And Harrison has only come out to do it. Let us not crucify him. Let him come out and explain to everyone of us, so that we know where he's faulty and where the other families, other people are faulty. Please, let us not condemn him. We are supposed to be doing what Harrison is doing. We are checking out. Please, I beg you.
Okay.
Let us not condemn anybody. We can talk, we have the right, but don't condemn anybody. Let us share the fact, and let us, because we don't know how this operation is being done.
All right. There's presentation still going on. Thank you. Let me quickly take Madam Deborah, you're only going to talk for 1 minute. Madam Deborah, you have only 1 minute. 1 minute. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Mr. Elvis, I know. I just want to say this. I'm not condemning anyone, but let's put emotions aside. Why should we normalize pay ransom for kidnappers coming online, making it public? Whether you like it or not, the fact remains that will encourage more of that to be happening. And that's the point that I said from the onset, that making this as a normal thing, we just go further, encourage more people to be doing it, because they know if they kidnap people, there's going to be a negotiator that will come online.
Yeah, but what people are saying that you compared him with Gumi, and that is wrong.
I am sorry if I make that comparison, but the point I'm making is that I think negotiating. I stand on the ground that negotiating with anybody kidnapping or terrorists is a wrong thing. And I believe that is why not any decent country in the world does it openly. There's not any decent country that will come out online or publicly say we are negotiating with terrorists, because they know that the moment they make it public, it's going to encourage.
Thank you, Madam Deborah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Madam Deborah. Hello. You can't continue, please. We need to move on now. 1 minute I give is already 2 minutes. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Before I move on, I would like to come to Chidima again. You said, Mr. Elvis, the police have not responded to anything, but VDMs all over the media. It's not all over the media. He did only 3 minutes video. He said he was the one that informed the police, and he compiled everything in just 3 minutes video. In that 3-minute video, he said how Harrison returned the 5-point-something million naira, and how Harrison told everybody not to record, and one of the person still, secretly recorded that video, which he played on his 3 minutes video. So you should know, if VDM is lying, he can also be arrested, because when Harrison returned that money, he said, please, everybody should off their camera, and somebody still secretly recorded it, right? Then he also went on by saying, I told Harrison not to make any video, and he still came out, and that is why I'm doing this 3 minutes video, because he was trying to gaslight and deceive the people. Then he concluded by saying that there's a lot about Harrison, but he's waiting for him to come out and confess by himself. If not, he will talk. So that's how VDM works. If he's jealous, I don't know about that. But that's how it works. If you have been following him, that's how it works. Has VDM ever lied against anybody before? Do you have anybody that VDM have lied against before? I'm close to VDM, I'm close to Harrison. I have Harrison personal number, I have my number. We communicate everywhere. You follow me on social media, I follow them on social. So it's not about hating anybody now. And I've told you guys before, including me myself that is talking here. For those of you that have been following me for a while, I've told you, the day you will see me with criminality, don't defend me. Please. All this character where all of us they carry they go. Let everybody be disciplined for wrongdoing so that that will not repeat itself again. But because we have personal relationship, or we are close to this person, or we have been following the person for the past 20 years, well, we just want to cover everything. Black Panther, you called in, you are just shouting and everything. You don't hear what VDM talk just now say. The 5.something million naira that he returned, RC told everybody not to record. One particular person still went on. That is the video you saw. So where did RC return 5.something million from? In the video RC did, the one you watch just now, come on and not let me review more here. Video where RC do just now, did you hear him saying I returned 5.something? But the video very dark man played. Una no hear him for inside where RC they talk. Say the 5.something. Abuna no hear him just now. Sometimes go see something. We had emotions. We had everything. We don't want to talk because of I don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this again.
Harrison Gwamli should using him because he's the one that calls.
Let me forward it there.
It well, right? In point.
You see this bag like.
I hope he would come and tell the public.
Listen to this.
For the money, whether he took it or not, this is a video when he returned the money.
You see this bag like more than carry go bush, eh? You need to offload it. You understand? You understand? Even the Ghana must go. Don't wait for Ghana must go. You go offload them. If you not do them.
So you could hear his voice there because they told them not to record, but one person managed. The DPO instructed them not to record. One person managed to make that.
Una no hear that one. If I use word now, say some of us we deaf. Una say I'm rude. Come on. DPO said don't record. RC said don't record. One particular better Nigerian there still went on to record. If not that, okay, after that particular video, RC did a video. The video where RC do from beginning to the end, they talk. He don't mention say I have returned any 5.something million. So why did he hear that? Una no hear that one. Una matter sometimes it's tiring. Now make corruption not finish. Yahoo everywhere. Ritualism everywhere. Kidnapping everywhere. Una, this is a follow. I play the video accordingly. May you understand that you are still arguing with your ancestor. I'd like us to move on.
You are suffering from main character syndrome. Very dark man, I say you are suffering from main character syndrome. All the times where Harrison, they go rescue kidnapper, I never see you post this video on your page. All the times where Harrison, they go inside bush.
God bless you, Oyintombra. You said Harrison did that video not knowing there's a video evidence. You don't know, say somebody recorded that now. But the question we should be asking ourselves now, why did he not mention it on his own video if he doesn't have something to hide? Simple.
Try to fight to make sure say kidnapping stop within team. You never posted his videos. But right now, where Harrison gets small problem because of say in collect 5 million to settle in team. To settle in team, oh. Now you they come out, can't talk bad about Harrison. One problem when Nigerian they get, they ask question. Once now their favorite person, they go no matter what that person do, they don't go question that person. Almost 300 million naira where they for NGO money where they give you. You never use that money, do all the things where you say you go do. The borehole, we never see. The schools, we never see. You don't build your office. You don't do so many things for yourself. Even help your sister, help your mama.
This is just a very useless, idiotic element where they talk so. We are dealing with facts here. Very Dark Man have over 300 or something million in his account, and it's still there. It's there. Everything Very Dark Man is doing doesn't touch those money. You don't even know who Very Dark Man be. If you know you have anything against him, please expose him. Not be all this one at the assumption. Expose him. If he's jealous, that's the only thing I can say. Because jealousy is the thing of the spirit. I'm not there. But when you want to say Very Dark Man scam somebody or whatever, how? For me, even at this, I cannot blame RC yet until the final conclusion. But my question is, why did you instructed or beg DPO to tell everybody there to take their phone off? May they not record anything when you returned 5.something million. Where you return them from? And why did you say may they not record them? Then the three questions is, told you lot here where you go see danger on Agore. If not Tinubu now, Tinubu. But for una satanic favorite, una quiet. The day when I go hear me with scammy, I collect money from politician, I start speaking against the people, or anything about my achievement in life, have anything to do with criminality, and you know, when people cash me out, you they defend me, God will punish you and your generation. If people cash me and you are defending me, God will punish you and your generation. Because the penalization, you must pass through it so that you will desist from that satanism. I don't know why when I believe that the only way you can be successful, you must engage in criminality. Question. This is a simple investigative presentation. I presented the first video, Harrison's video, then we move on. You could not digest those videos. You are saying, Very Dark Man is jealous. Very Dark Man, is that what we're talking about right here? The question you should be asking, if Harrison is your favorite, is that how come you did not mention it in the video where you do? Say, after all, because according to him, he said DSS went with him to some journey. He said the DPO went with him for some journey. The same way you mentioned DPO, why did you also say the DPO? I returned 5.something million. The DPO said we should do record or whatever. We have a long way to go. I'm telling you all. We have one life to live. I don't know why some of them they live on like satanic, satanic way. Why? It's crazy. But meanwhile, let's move on.
You don't need to wait because their mouths they sharp till they cause Harrison. If now so their mouths they sharp when they reach bad government, Harrison not gonna need to they work for kidnapper then. That's it. This is the way where their mouth they sharp now. Hold Harrison accountable. As the men are so their mouth they sharp when they reach bad government. Harrison will not need to be rescuing kidnappers. The government will be doing their job actually. It's because of the failed governments. That's why a citizen now is entering bush to save kidnapped citizens. Do you understand? So I'm angry. I'm angry with the RC, no, because this kind of, you see me, that's why you don't notice money matter. They know they see me inside. If not, this video where PC do now, before you know, receipts, money for the flag. I say every day, now that they call me a PC, me don't use a robot, but no receipt.
The APC for those states where you for call.
Now Google key all of them. Make them bring receipts. There's no receipt, there's no money. Anything that concerns money as an activist, be away from me. Don't be close. You see that 20 naira where they dash you is better than 2 million you cannot account for. You see, so I'm angry with Harrison because this kind of conversation, we shouldn't be having it right now for no reason. Yes, but then again, if not be bad government, we will not even be having this conversation. We will not need that Harrison or a Mama P My brother, nobody made any call. I say nobody made any call. I have full details of everything that happened in Edo State CID yesterday. The people were there when he was interviewed. Nobody made any call. They invited him and he went there. You understand? How to hold on to him. That's it. What is bad is bad. Let's say it. But then again, if the government was good, we would not need an Harrison. Whether I'm going to post this video, I don't know. Where Joe?
Okay, now, according to all the investigation, we are still waiting. Somebody just, Mr. Mecca can see you already. Somebody just asked a question. Mr. Elvis Chidima, you are asking me a question. Mr. Elvis, are they saying because Harrison had back some money was why they didn't release the husband? That's not my business. What they're accusing Harrison for is that Harrison is part of the people sharing those ransom. In fact, there's also some allegation, allegedly, that Harrison, in fact, I will hold on to that, I beg. I will hold on to that because sometimes it's still my friend, but I don't know what is happening here. My only concern, if you notice, what I'm emphasizing on, it's not even very dark, man, is that you returned money and you did not mention it on your video afterwards. Why? That's my concern now. That's just my concern. Why you not mention her? If I mention her now, say, at least I return. Where you return her from? These are the things we want to know. So it's not about how it happens, why it happened, and who was there, and that's not my concern. You know, a lot of people are supporting very dark man. A lot of people are supporting RC and all that. I'm a fair person. I play all these videos here. Listen to this.
Care what you not talk, but you see this man called Harrison, nothing will make me look at this man differently. Nothing will take away the fact that this man has been risking his life in the bushes. Nothing will take away the fact that this man has been displeasing himself for the safety of Deltans. Nothing will take away the fact that when you were sleeping in your house, this man was in the bush. Nothing will take away the fact that,
remember, say this, I know all these people. This one, very dark man, number one hater of very dark man. You see, when you are passing judgment, don't pass it because you hate the next person. No. Pass it fairly, but listen to him.
When you need help, you will call on this man and he will come and he's as fast, if not faster than the Nigerian police. Nothing will take away the good Harrison has done. 99 good plus 1 bad, not be bad person for where we come from. If truly Harrison took that money for reasons best known to him, we are disappointed. We are highly disappointed in him. But that will not take away what Harrison has done for the people of Delta State and Nigeria. Now, you Harrison, let me warn you. Better stick with Delta State. I don't want to say you waka come out Delta State again. Because you have been going on rescue missions in Delta State and will not get this kind of problem. I believe you have seen more than 5 million. Not be 5 million, I won't spoil your name. So if they kidnap person for Benin, let Benin people go and rescue them. If they kidnap person for Edo, let Edo people go and rescue them.
Exactly, to rescue them.
Stay Delta State. Work with Deltans. And I want to urge every Deltan, my name is Excessive. I want to urge every Deltan to stand by Harrison in these trying times. Nobody is perfect. Comfort a little. Nobody.
Okay, I will stop that video right there. He spoke well. But I have my brother who commented, Ikeshuku. You said Harrison could have asked for mobilization money from the onset. That mission actually needs money. Exactly. God bless you. It's not easy because one of the said the guy go to get money from. But the way he allegedly, when they carry the money, now that one might be the problem. So obviously this thing need money. It's not easy. I was even asking, how is he doing this thing? I've sent him money myself. Just last week here. I have proof here. I've sent him money. He needs money. But these parts, with the allegation, we don't even know the allegation we concern this guy. If now true later, you go hard to trust anybody again for Nigeria. I just pray may all the allegation, may anyone not be true. Even though this 5 million something would already look true. To hide camera, not to record, not to do this, you do video, you don't mention on inside. If now only that one end there, Nigerians who fell love them can easily move on. So okay, that's fine. But if you now hear waiting, surround this man, I pray may not be true. I promise you, you will never trust anybody again in Nigeria. You will never trust anybody again in Nigeria. Because Harrison, what Harrison do? What Harrison do? Me, I be done the talk and say nobody will fit beat this man record. Lie. I know the risk where this man they take, but waiting me come the year last. I can say, anyway, may Nigerian police do their investigation, not be my duty to talk. I just pray, say, may they come out to say no, nothing happened, and all that, blah, blah, blah. The 5 million, we want to put on that cupboard, the thing can go enter on that gas, from gas, rats can carry on from the gas, on that gas, can go on that fridge, so he can go carry and come out from the other fridge. Now that one he present to the DPO where they can mistakenly press record, they don't know where record, and the thing can now only that one, no wahala. But the way it be so, it be as it gets. It be as it gets. It not go good. Say, person way they help you, they find what you lost. Now still thief what you they find. Now you know as you want to digest that word, it not go good. So I just pray. Because this man, I'm his huge fan. Even there was a time where Abatobaze was insulting him, heavily and all that. That was sometime last year. He reached out to me. So I talked to him, me and him, we talk one-on-one, and all that. I gave him some advice, and all that, blah, blah, blah. In fact, one of the advice that I gave to him was the quickest way for Albert to continue to stop insulting you is not to respond at all. And he did that. And it works. In case you don't know, for social media, person they insult you. If you know they respond, now the person will get tired because if wait till you talk to the night, go talk tomorrow, then go talk next tomorrow. When they continue to repeat themselves, then people will get bored of it. That's you don't first talk this thing last week now. Why are you repeating? We want to hear new thing. When they cannot find new thing, they will rest. But if you respond to them, they will always have new thing to talk about. He listened, right? So I don't have anything against him. It's just that I'm shocked. I'm shocked that my adult brother invested more than 40 to 50 million naira on him for equipment, for drones, and many other stuff. Let me count the swear just now while I play video. I just hope proper investigation is put out. But I'll stop all videos there so that we can start talking. I appreciate every one of you right there. For those of you that want to join this conversation, I'm posting out a link again. Don't take we'll post the links in case you want to call me on time and let's take it. For those of you that want to call in, this is the best time quickly because some of you were calling in just Mr. Simon and all that. Quickly call back now, and I'm going to give just two minutes to anybody that called in so that I'll move on to the panel. I appreciate every one of you right there. Happy new week to you all. Nobody don't buy me coffee today. When I remember saying this my coffee money, now be my money. They not fit drag me for inside. My money be that. You see the reason why I did run from anything we concern all this kind of thing. Because sometimes, like what Black Panther was saying and many others, sometimes people can easily frame you all because they hate you. The good job you are doing, they are finding one way or the other to stop you. If they happen, I believe that that's why people like us, we are very, very proactive. We are not perfect though, but I don't want to be part of it. They come put me for center of the table, they ask me questions. I don't want to be part of it. Thank you, Mr. Simon. Talk to us. Sir.
Good evening,
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
I agree that the panelists. I don't get much to talk. It is not the just start person. With money matter for Nigeria, they trust person again. Because don't know the other person. Now money they talk as we if you do for Europe, say reality talk about Nigeria money. With money for Nigeria matter. This work with this guy they do now they do Harrison now. I don't believe somebody go feel come out for Europe say what they do because they go investigate the person who arrest them. Because Nigeria no insecurity, no, and I understand where they go allow that this kind of thing. Police they are they go there duty. One of the person will be say they no good train for instance now go they go for after kidnap. No man, how does a military force that's when they work with this one. How come normal Nigeria person maybe say no they don't train up all those things they can't become and I didn't know where to go make kidnapper. Sometimes when that one who accept he say in the rescue song they collect the money, but then they show those ones say they're educating the money again this week. But now the one they want pay ransom now they see for social media. Now man now make us organ Nigeria watch they see like that. When they go kidnap person, when they go kidnap person for Nigeria for there, we go there, they don't kidnap this one no. But when they want go pay the when they go when they say they don't go there, they don't catch kidnapper out there. We don't go see them for say now so they say I see they talk about there say they don't rescue many. We video no show, but the video they show now for the one they go pay ransom. Me I not understand, but I work with the guy. They do not say I go say maybe for me, not be the guy I work with that. For where country for the work, where law for the work, that guy not get right to the go work in Napa. They go suspect her. If now Europe that country they happen, they go suspect herself. See,
but you say for where country they work, but our country not they work. America and they help us now.
The country not they work. The country not they work. The guy just he just see the put life for this. For me, I know if it say I trust her maybe 100%. Because I don't understand. I can't look. I know so don't take my life to do. I say that the rescue Nigeria people they kidnap. The guy be now can't go the pay out, so the man can't go die for.
Thank you. 2 minutes is up.
Oh, this guy be.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Till now, I still trust Harrison until the proper investigation is passed, and I'll be very, very disappointed if anything stays in his name because the guy was doing a lot. There's a question. There's a message there from Chidima. Chidima, you left a message, which the same thing I did think for you. He said, how are we sure it is not the kidnappers community behind this whole thing? It's possible. It's possible. There's one where they expect me to still talk. I don't want me to come from my mind. Those people, they're still there. They might also be say, waiting with the tie, now you want to lose. Yeah, now those ones they give kidnappers power, and all those ones why they talk so I don't mention name. It's also possible. So I don't know. But one thing you must understand: if you know the kind of job you are doing, people can easily frame you. Then you be careful. Like me, for example, the work why they do, you don't know say is also risky. People can easily want to frame me as well. Then you need God and you also need yourself to avoid some certain things. Don't you think so? Yes. Now because they do this job now for over 10 years now, I don't the day on social media, nobody ever born that person come out to say, me and you do one thing, or you see me for social place, I do one thing, or no. But does that stop me from eating or being successful? That's my question, my line of question all the time. It doesn't. Why be say we must always say we want to engage in criminality? They donated money for somebody here. Oraka was the first person that donated about 300,000 naira for. Within 10 minutes, I don't know, he was here and we raised money for him. Do you know that on that day, people also raised money for me? You know, I don't know, I give them everything. They also donated money for our sister here. Now people call they remind me, say, no, the one way that one from Madapegi Modi. He said, Mr. Najawa, this is for you. And I calculated everything. You didn't say I took get the money and I make me do one like that. I don't know. And in fact, I was talking to my mother this afternoon. I'm not supposed to reveal this. My mother, you know, somebody scammed her, you know, somebody that was working in one of our sites, you know, and, you know, on the ties. Let me just put it like that. The person scammed her with over about 1 million naira on that ties. And after he was caught, he said it was a miscalculation, say it was a mistake. You know why I brought this issue? Then my mom told me, this was around 4 p.m. this evening we're talking. My mom now said, okay, how come these people, they know they make mistake to calculate, make they cheat themselves? They can make mistake to calculate to cheat you, but they can never make mistake. Okay, what if, for example, the ties in totality was 6 million, right? And the man now mistakenly give you bill of 3 million. Why? How come that not they happen? It's always, if now 5 million, they'll not make mistake. They'll come give you bill of 5.9. If now 6 million, they'll come give you bill of 7.2. They can never make mistake. Say if now 5 million, may they give you bill of 800,000. Why? For you to know that these people, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. We have problem in Nigeria. Our problem in Nigeria is not just the government, but I'm telling you, the people themselves. We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. But meanwhile, I only have one person on the panel. When they finish talking, maybe we'll all go sleep on Friday before. But yeah, we already talk almost 2 hours. I don't know how long Mr. Emeka want to talk. Mr. Emeka, you are the only one on the panel today. You have opportunity to talk on the things where you never feel talk about for the past 78 years before they can stop you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. It's been a while since I joined. I've been quite busy. But it's always good once in a while to touch base with the family around and express our opinion, whether we like the opinion or not. I just believe we should respect each and everyone's opinion. Well, on this matter, you brought up for discussion the Harrison. I see some of his videos. I don't really know much about him. I just glanced through a couple, and with what you're saying, why I say I don't know much about him, I don't know much about his operations, the way he operates, right? But I see him talking about, oh, we're trying to rescue people, we've rescued people, or, stuff like that. I was thinking maybe he works with the police. I'm not sure, so you can correct me on that comment that I just made. If he's not working with the police in terms of rescuing those who have been kidnapped, then there's something strange going on here. Now, from the discussions, the phone calls, your comments, the video you put up about VDM and certain allegations or accusations going on behind the screen or the background, my view here or my understanding on this is that is this like a business for him in the sense that he goes about rescuing people or people reach out to him to help out to help out with those who have been kidnapped, just to get a better picture of what he's doing. And if that is his mode of operations, then there's room for concern. I understand certain things don't work in Nigeria, right? And that the rate of kidnapping has gone up. It's a business for the criminals. So if you are not a middleman, what's your interest in this? Nobody do things for free. There must be some value added incentives for you to go ahead doing this. And then for most of the videos he's doing, for me, I consider it as marketing and promotional videos. Because what he's trying to say here is I rescue victims from kidnappers. I can act as a negotiator with kidnappers. I can help you out in rescuing family members, friends, or acquaintances if they've been kidnapped. Then again, someone said, or someone asked, was he trained for this? Does he have the right skill set? Is he, stuff like that? Then I'm hearing you say someone has invested in him. Then it's technically a business. Now, if you're in business for a sustainable period of time, in the foreseeable future. You're in business to make profit. You're in business first. You're in business to make revenue. Then you apply your course and you're now in business to make profit. So if there is no kidnapping in Nigeria, he's out of business. If there's continuous kidnapping in Nigeria, he's in business. And if the rate of kidnapping increases, he's going to continue to be in business and make profit out of it. So now is why is he involved in this kind of business? I don't know if he's a former policeman, if he's been trained as a security expert. I'm hearing tools has been purchased for him. Is he working with the police? And so many questionable remarks going off the top of my brain. Now, you said you don't want to say much, which means there are allegations or accusations that he might be working with kidnappers. And that is possible because there's an interest, there's a business interest involved in all this. If kidnapping is going on, then he's a valuable member that you can reach out to help out with rescuing those who have been kidnapped. And then if he's going to be doing that, he has to get money from it. He can't come out to say he's doing it for free. Bullshit. That's nonsense. Nobody, if that's your business, you are not in business as a philanthropist. Even philanthropists like Bill Gates, they make money from being in philanthropic business. So the problem is that we have a law enforcement agency that has broken down. That what he's doing is not his job. That's the job of the police. That's the job of security agencies. That's the job of those who have the right license, who are involved in ensuring that kidnapping stop. So for him to be going out and saying he's rescuing people, and then I see a couple of his videos on Twitter where he's lying down and they are shooting and he's videoing himself, and I'm like, what the hell is really going on here? If they are shooting, and you have the time to put camera on yourself to let people know they are shooting and you're lying down and you're hiding for bullets, stray bullet from hitting you, it doesn't sit right with me. So I don't want to conclude on this matter, right? Because I don't have the relevant information, but those who are coming out to say nobody should hold him one wrong is not sufficient enough for 99 good. That's bullshit. That's BS. First, he's in an industry he's not supposed to be in. Two, he's in an industry that if it's growing is a problem for the society. So he should go look for something else to do. And if the police has arrested him for something, I will expect the police to conduct a thorough investigation. And if it's culpable, he should go to prison instantly. Instantly. He should go to prison. Then if he has tools, so how is he even negotiating with, how is he in discussion with kidnappers? How is he tracking them down? Why is he discussing ransom with kidnappers? And why is he collecting ransom on behalf of kidnappers? This something is not adding up here. A lot of things are not adding up here. Why would he be the one to take money from those who want their loved ones to be rescued, and then you are not paying ransom to kidnappers? So of course you are going to take your cut. This is money. We're talking about money here. When you give, so there's a comment that Wike said, and I think is a very famous comment. He said, if you want to know a man, give him money and power. Right? That's how you truly know a man. A man who is poor and broke, you don't know him. He keeps saying, Nigeria is bad. Give that man money and power. Then let us see if he will speak better. Or put that person in the position of leadership and power. Let's see if that person truly is who he claims he is, a man of good character. So I hear a lot of people coming, oh, Nigeria is bad. Make that person the governor of the state, or make that person a senator, or make that person a house representative to represent a constituent, and then let's see if he's truly a man of character. So that's the only way you test the true character of a man. If you've tested power before, if you're rich and then you live by true ethics, you live by true professionalism, and then you are good to people, we cannot point and say you are good. But if you've never tested power in your life, you've never been rich in your life before, or you've attained some level of wealth, all the things you're saying is nonsense. The true test of a man is someone who knows he's powerful, someone who knows he's wealthy, but still choose. Choose, when I mean choose, because you have so many options now. You are not choosing to do good and stick to being good. Other than that, you can say whatever you want to say. Everyone can listen to your opinion, but we don't need to take your opinion. Your opinion will be disregarded because you've never tested power, you've never been rich before, you're broke, and then you're just saying things you would do if based on your status. But for me, I can't trust him. I will never trust him because he's in a business that promotes criminality. So I would expect the police to do a thorough investigation, and if he's found culpable, instantly prison. All his team, prison. because what he's doing now, he's a vendor to kidnappers. He's providing a service to kidnappers. As likewise, he's also providing a service to those who want their victims to be rescued. So both him and his kidnapping group, all of them go to prison. He has to identify them. He has to provide them. He has to show how he's tracking them. He has to, both his tools, everything, even investors, all of them to prison. Because what they are doing now is promoting the business of kidnapping. They are now industrializing kidnapping and making kidnapping a sector in Nigeria business environment. And it has to stop. Because if we are coming and saying, oh, the good things he has done, he's helping out. Nonsense. Crime is crime. Crime must be stopped. Whoever is profiting from crime is perpetrating money laundering, is also part of the kidnapping group. So he has to go to prison with his team. All of them. That's where they belong. Now that's my opinion on him. I don't give a two hoots about who he thinks he is. I would like to move on to some other concerns. I want to also talk about the business environment in Nigeria and what's going on. I understand that inflation has come down, but Cardoso decided to keep MPR rates the same. I don't know why he's been doing this. It's strange for me. If inflation is coming down based on MPR, you have to reduce the interest rates so that business can flourish. You just have to reduce the interest rates. You can't continue to keep MPR the same. What you're trying to do now is you are making international investors to be happy. They will only come, invest in short-term portfolios, take money out of Nigeria, and not contribute into Nigeria. So Cardoso needs to revise MPR rates. It's been the same since the beginning of January 2025. And it's been the same now. So it's going to end at the same rates. Next quarter for 2026, he has to do something. Bring it down so that businesses can go out to borrow and invest in Nigeria and expand business operations so that they can employ more people. We need to expand the employment opportunities in Nigeria. And then again, January 2026, we are trying to capture more people in the tax bracket. So he has to do something about it. Inflation is coming down. Inflation rate is coming down. So that's my own opinion on that. In terms of also in the larger insecurity concern, I see that the president has appointed the former chief of military, chief of defense staff to become, that's General Christopher Musa, to become the Minister of Defense. A lot of people have said positive things about him. What I like about Musa is that he's a very good communicator. He holds himself well in terms of expressing his opinion, even locally and internationally. I've watched some of his interview on international media, like Al Jazeera, like BBC. I don't think I've seen him on CNN. It's possible, but maybe that skipped my mind. So he speaks well. He understands what's going on in terms of insecurity in the country. And I based on what I read recently, he has said shoot on sight. So all those backhanded command that some military generals are giving to their subordinates to stop shooting or this and that, he has said shoot on sight. So he is now the top man at the helm of affairs in terms of our defense apparatus. So he's a former general, which means whoever has been promoted to the current chief of defense staff was once his subordinate, and also the chief of army staff was once his subordinate. So when he says something, you have to do. He has the experience. He's not somebody who is not known in the industry or somebody who is not aware of what is going on in the industry. He has heard that office before, so he understands the end-to-end of what's going on. So he's been in leadership in terms of being in leadership in the military organization. So we're hoping to hear good things. We are hoping to see that insecurity drastically reduced. Not just that, we can see that the Americans are also applying pressure on us. So we don't have a choice. Even the president does not have any choice anymore. The Americans are applying pressure. We want that pressure to continue. We want that pressure to be on their head. We want that pressure to be consistent so that we can stop this nonsense once and for all. So I would also want to use this opportunity again to piggyback on President Tinubu's economic plans. I am not seeing significant improvements. Like I've said and I've mentioned consistently, I've been completely disappointed with what he's been doing. He was responsible for the economic downturn by pronouncing the removal of fuel subsidy. Yeah, we can agree fuel subsidy has turned into a corruption scam. Syndicate, we've built syndicate all over that. I can appreciate that. Also, he was responsible for devaluing the naira. Instead of going into office and seeing things for himself, a lot of Nigerians have become poorer. A lot of Nigerians are out of jobs because companies can no longer continue to stay in business. So he was responsible for that because he's trying to impress our international partners like the IMF and the World Bank. Anyway, let's see what's going to happen for next year. This year is over. Then again, he's still going out to borrow. So I just don't know. What I'll be waiting for is I want to see the budget. I'll try to review the budget. Maybe if I do have the time, I'll try to speak on certain things on the budget that I like and certain things on the budget that I don't like. But I've noticed since I've been reviewing the budget consistently, I've seen recurring items that I don't think should be coming up in our budget anymore. If they are not going to fund those recurrent expenditures, whether it's recurrent expenditures or reoccurring capital expenditures, then it should be out of the budget, which means we don't have the money for those budgetary items. It should be out of the budget. So if I do have the time, once the budget is out, I'll speak on those items. I will also look at things that I consider to be budget padding, that which specific what I say, civil servants are trying to do, to pass it on so that they can make money from it. So I will try to identify and highlight those items or those budgetary items and speak more about it and say, okay, I think there's something going on here that is not right. And then some budget items that I think can help our economy grow, expand the economy, create more jobs for people, because that's what we want. Currently now, what Nigeria is doing is we are educating young people and exporting them to other countries, right? So the top talent we have in the countries, top medical practitioners, top scientists, top educators, top IT professionals are leaving the country. So we can't continue like that. In this aspect, we need to keep our top talent in place so that we can grow our economy and continue to contribute value in the Nigeria economy. So we need more job employment for young Nigerians. If young Nigerians are not seeing that opportunities and they know they have the skills, they have the experience, they are confident and they believe in themselves, they're going to leave. They're either going to leave for North America, or they're going to live for Australia, or they're going to live for Europe. So we want our top talents to continue to remain in the country so that we can help our country to grow. If Nigeria is growing, Africa will grow. If Nigeria does not grow, Africa will not grow. So I think this is my take on it. I really do appreciate being the first person in the, as the first person to speak and to speak for this long. I've been willing to want to say more about these issues and try as much as possible to provide my opinion on these issues. You don't need to agree with me. That's why we have a debate here. You could come up and say some other things you think you might not like. It's fine. Then
everything you said, I agreed. So for me, why would anybody disagree with this your wonderful submission anyway?
Yeah, some people don't like me. I know they don't like me. I can understand and appreciate not being liked on the platform. That's fine. I not just only supported the current president. I campaigned for him, but I am human. I can still change my opinion, which I have done. I don't think he's done a great job or a good job. He's done a horrible job, in my opinion. Insecurity has gotten to be at its worst state the economy is not looking good. We've had more poor Nigerians compared to Buhari, where everybody was crying and shouting. And then, you know, the president himself has said he's the one who knows the road, but apparently it appears like he's blind. So I don't know if his eyes are open now. If you say you know the road, man, you better open your eyes and put on the torchlight so we can see if you truly know the road, because apparently you are taking us into the tunnel of darkness. I don't like it. A lot of people have accused me of not being an Igbo man. That's quite strange. I'm an Igbo man. I can use this opportunity to really introduce myself again. I'm an Igbo man who was born and brought up in Lagos. So in case you can't hear my Igbo accent, that's the reason why. Elvis, Mr. Elvis, you're more than welcome. I can show you my government issue ID card. You can see my full name. You're more than welcome to go do research about me. I've told you that. Go to my village. I was born a prince. I'm still a prince, and I will continue to be a prince. So that is why sometimes I get a little bit offensive when people begin to say, then you compare like, who the hell is this individual? Where are you coming from? And so that's me. I'm not trying to be arrogant, right? I respect people from the get-go until you start to disrespect me. Then I'm going to hit you hard. I'm an Igbo man. It's in my gene. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA. We're very arrogant. So I try as much as possible to put it down consciously. But if you know, if you've dealt with Igbo people, you know we are all up in your face. At the same time, I'm also, I'm exposed. I'm in a civilized society, so I'm not trying to want to be braggadocious or want to start insulting people. I only insult people when you insult me. Why I do that is that in my professional career, I look at myself and I compare myself to you. Then also how I was born, I compare myself to you. And also not trying to want to make noise. Then in terms of financial capability, I compare myself to you. Like, what the fuck are you? So, but if you respect me, then I would extend that respect to you. I would also humble myself and bring myself down to your level. We could relate, we could interact, we could collaborate, we could discuss. But when you start to go for me, I'm not like, who the hell are you to talk to me? So if you're hating me because I supported the president, I can understand that. And I can appreciate that. I'm allowed and entitled to such, how will I put it, to make my views, to choose who I want. But then again, if I see that choice is not right, oh no, this is not a good one. I am still an APC member, but I'm not happy with what the president is doing. So, Mr. Evans, thank you for allowing me to really express my opinion. I think, I've been willing to want to have this opportunity to apart from discussing topics of the day, but also to try to address people listening or fellow panelists and those who probably don't like me. I can't change your mind. I'm not here to change anybody's mind, but I'm here to express my opinion and as well as possible make them factual, because I try to go into the evidence. Like for Nnamdi Kanu that we had a heated debate on, I don't like his separationist view. I think the Igbos, we need Nigeria more than Nigeria needs us, right? Because on a larger scale of things, we can prosper being in Nigeria than we being on our own. That's the way I view things. And he's been involved in some shady whatever, he's cost us in the Igbo. We contribute less to Nigerian GDP, insecurity going on. The last time I went to Nigeria, I had to hire police officers. I had to pay extra for security. And even at that, when I landed in Owerri airport and I was going to Umuahia, they also had to order me to come down from the vehicle with my police escort. The military told me I must come down, I must put my hands up. And this was like, Jesus Christ, what an embarrassment. So that's because of the spite of things in Southeast, which is bad. We don't need that kind of edginess in the Southeast. We need to progress. We are tenacious. We are good businessmen. We have good business acumen. We can do great things in Nigeria, and we can improve the Southeast much better than what it is currently, right? I went to my village. I saw poor people. I saw people looking for food. I saw people rushing for food, and it's embarrassing. Completely. So anybody coming out to be talking, no, look at the bigger picture here. Let's not be prosperous in the Southeast. We are contributing less. The region is contributing less to the GDP. Not even, Northeast is better than us. So when you're contributing less, in GDP, it means we are more productive. So we need to be productive so that our people can stay in employment. If our people are being employed, it expands our community. It expands our region. It makes us more productive. You see, we can't come out to be making noise that, oh, we are better, we are better. You have to show results. The results has to speak for itself. You don't come out to tell people, oh, you are better. What's your report card saying? Our report card is not looking good. Our report card is less productivity in Nigeria, insecurity going on. We are now in comparison with the North in terms of insecurity in the South. We're supposed to be progressing. We're supposed to be progressing. So in the South, we are the least. And then even in Nigeria as a whole, Nigeria as a collective, we are the least. The results speak for itself. So whatever everybody is coming to be talking, it doesn't make it's nonsense. Let's get back to our job, the fundamentals, the principle. Let's start working. Let's start doing things. Let's start creating jobs. Let's start creating industries. Let's start building. We have it. It's not that we don't have it. We have it. We have the swagger. We've demonstrated it consistently over time in other regions. Bring it back home and show to other people that we are better. It's not about speaking. You show it. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Emeka. I appreciate your time. God bless you. Thanks for joining us today. And thanks for coming early, because you're the one that paved way to Mr. Odua now. I don't know if Mr. Odua will pave way for anyone before I press the button. But before I will come to Mr. Odua to speak to us, I would like to appreciate those of you that
No, so I just read something, Mr. Efe, sorry. Someone said we're contributing, the result speaks for itself, go to business, they put it there. You will see the region that contributes less in GDP is not by talking. I speak with evidence, except you want to say the statistics is wrong. Then you can question the statistics. But put it right there, the Southeast contributes less than every other region in the economy. I don't make noise here. I speak with evidence. That's my annoyance. I'm not trying to change any opinion. Go there and put it for yourself and see. Put it there. The Southeast contribute less. Business Day, Nairametrics, everything. And that is from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. So it's not about coming. So I don't see what gets me really upset is when you're trying to tell people and you're providing evidence for it, they are disputing the evidence that's been provided. It completely shows how ignorant you are or your unwillingness to accept the truth. If you don't accept the truth, how do you change? How do you fix things? If you don't want to accept the truth, how do you make yourself better? It's like somebody is telling you, oh, you are not good at this, and you say, I'm better. How do you fix yourself if you can't accept the truth?
All right. Thank you once again. I appreciate you. Okay. Let me quickly acknowledge those of you that super chatted me. Kingsley, thank you very much. I'm grateful. Madam Peggy Modi, thank you very much, ma. I'm grateful. Chidima, thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful, ma. God bless you. Thank you, Madam Eugenia. Thank you very much, ma. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you. Let me take this call quickly. Madam Origin.
Hello, Mr. Naija.
Thank you, ma. Good evening to you, ma. Talk to us.
Thank you so very much. I greet everybody. I greet Mommy Desperate. I greet all well-meaning Nigerians, and I greet people from my own country. I just want to say something here. I just want to two things. When you talk about Nigeria as a country, and you look at all that is going on, I know I did not, and I will not talk about the young man, Mr. Bamish, because just like everybody, a lot of people said something that if Nigeria was normal, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. If Nigeria was normal, that young man wouldn't have, be doing that job. And another thing I want to say is that mad people and megalomaniacs, the only thing they don't know about themselves is that they don't know they are megalomaniacs and they don't know they are crazy. So that brings me to everything that is going on inside Nigeria. But those that come out and they pose themselves as they know it all, they are very wise. They talk down on everybody else, including their, talk. Talk is cheap. The doing is what is important. And I come out here for all the youths of Nigeria and the youths overall. What is going on is that a lot of the youths are listening to the elders, and the elders are using them, and some of them that are working for the elders will not let anybody breathe for them. And I keep praying and I keep encouraging the youths. Think. Nigeria is not normal. Nigeria as a government lies and lies and lies, and they feed their children lies. If you put your mind on trying to find out the truth. So when people bring out their facts and all the GDPs that the Nigeria country is presenting, you must have to scrutinize it. And please look beyond the megalomaniacs, that the life is all about them. They are everything. They put themselves so high. And as an Igbo woman, I have my uncle. He is the best. And he doesn't talk. And they do a lot. And they are respected. I'm going to keep my eyes on all the well-meaning Igbo men that I respect a lot. I'm not going to put my mind on those that come out and they run their mouth. And I hope they will just wake up and go and check themselves. I rest it here, Mr. Niger Watch. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Origin. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all right there. Okay, I can see somebody betting £1,000 there that Mr. Emeka is not an Igbo man. You bet £1,000. When you want to send the £1,000 from my account first so that we can prove that.
Yeah, let him send it. Let him send it. So what will happen is I'll go on the backstage, I'll show you my ID card, then you collect the money. I don't need it.
Oh yeah.
Send
the £1,000.
Now, put your money where your mouth is. Let's do it now. I'll go on the backstage, collect the money.
Even like they say, you want dash me £1,000. Oh yeah, send them.
Send it now. If you can't do it, you're a brokey. You're a coward. You're a brokey. Send it now. Now. Send it now. If he doesn't do it, he's a brokey. He's a brokey. He doesn't have the money. He's a coward.
How do we know who is Igbo, who is not Igbo? How do we know who is Edo, who is not Edo? Because the only way you guys have proven to me on this platform that somebody is Igbo or not Igbo or Edo, not Edo, because the person can't speak the language. That is so
Mr. Elvis, you are talking too much. Let him send it. No. I will do it. I will just show you. I will go on the backstage, show you my ID card. You will see my face. You will see my government issue ID card. You will see my full name. You'll see it. I'll show you now. Let him do it. Then he's stupid.
Enough you do, and not just maybe not teasing. Maybe you don't run, so if you don't reach house, you don't sleep. Yeah. Well, I want to put myself for gamble. Gambling is not good. Anyway, Mr. Oduwa, it's good to have you on the show. Talk to us.
Not Nigeria ID card, my Canadian driver's license. I will show it. My Canadian driver's license. I will show even my Canadian citizen, my passport. I will bring it both. I will show it now. If that's what you, I'll show you so that it will rhyme. I'm not. No. If you don't have the money, stop saying nonsense. You're a brokey. You're poor. So get the fuck out.
Okay. All right. No, that's fine. It's okay. No need of insulting. Yes, Love Maduka. I said, Mr. Elvis, anybody can claim anything. Yes, I know that. I know. Yeah, but on this platform, a lot of people, we are very good in saying because the person could not speak the English properly or speak the language properly, then it's not from that particular region or state. I don't like that. If you have another proof, I don't have an issue with that, you know. So yes, you responded, Eva line. You said send your ID, then I will send the money. No, now me now. Wait till you talk before you say make you show me the ID. You pay £1,000. Make you send the £1,000. If you're not sure, I'll send that back to you, or you're not trusting.
Exactly. Yeah, I think Mr. Elvis has shown that he's a trustworthy individual. He has said it consistently. He has demonstrated it with past statements. He has shown, even his dad is a PDP man, but he doesn't support. He's not involved in that. If you are who you claim you are, send the money to him. Then we can do this in just 15 minutes. I bring my Canadian passport, I bring my driver's license, and I will show him. He has seen my face, so he will check if the driver's license is me. But if you can't do it, man, get the hell out. You are a broke man.
Don't bother. It's just a teasing. Obviously, you should know somebody who measure £1,000 cannot do anything. So you should know that. You know, Margarita, you are saying, Mr. Emeka, why are you responding and all that? But then they push her now. And they push them. They say not be this, not be that. So sometimes you push people and they want to prove to you that this is where they are from. That's all. You know, so anyway, Mr. Dua, talk to us for the second time.
Mr. Nzao, good evening. But the way it is now that I believe tomorrow I will talk on these issues because I'm really in the public boss, so I cannot, and the news we also entered, I cannot really contribute. But I have a lot to let people know about this Harrison Graham issue because I'm really disappointed by the way people are criticizing him, or taking 5 million or this million or even 10 million. That day they were going to do their vehicle break down on the way. All these people that are talking, none of them could volunteer their vehicle for Harrison to be used. And all these people that are talking, whether you are from Edo State or from any state, you have been hearing kidnappings before since Buhari time. You tell us how many you have volunteered yourself to go and rescue. That those you are saying is business, quit out of a business. I believe it if it is business, you that is talking, calling this business, this, that, you will have liked to involve in business. So why can't you involve in business of rescuing people? Are they, even in your state, are they not do big kidnapping or so on and so forth? But because I'm in public boss, so I can't really say much. Thank you, Mr. Gawash. Tomorrow I will say something. I will like to our people to come and tell us how many they have rescued. They have volunteered themselves. Now, not to talk of 5 million. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. Thanks for coming in, Mr. Odowa, for that. Even though for 1 minute you did talk, it means a lot to all of us here. Your voice will go far. As for Harrison, we are waiting to hear the outcome. Yes, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel left a message that I pinned here. He said the whole money was to rescue the release, but the money was short. Who removed the 5 million and why? Let's leave conspiracy. Yeah, that was it. You know, in case you don't understand, it's just like example, they want to go give 40 million naira or 20 million naira for kidnapper. Then they can't remove 5 million on the way, can't go give kidnapper 15 million. Kidnapper can't crack, come and say, no, now 20 million we talk. Then, blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying, no, in case you don't understand, I'm just saying, yeah. But who removed the 5 million and why? If not be Harrison remove 5 million, why he return 5 million? So, okay, are you guys telling me that Harrison now went to his personal purse to put 5 million just to cover everything, make trouble not come, make name not spoil? In the process, he now said nobody should record this matter and all that. I don't know. I'm asking no. But I just hope so we get the final this thing. You know, say it's on our country, anything can happen. Wait till you go here tomorrow, now everything is cancelled, everything done that enter that carpet, you know, go ever hear what happen again. Everybody will just move on. Anything can happen in this country. So but nevertheless, I'm very happy if you can see the end.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, right? Since there's nobody yet to join, right? We can still talk to people who are interested to want to express your opinion. I think I have a meeting by 4:30. We can just talk a couple of minutes. Some people are still debating on the comment section about the money, right? As I think Adama was saying, my math is not good. Well, if you've been in my position, right, and people are saying you are not who you claim to be, you are not an Igbo man. When you truly know you are, and they've been abusing you, do I need to stay quiet? And you understand, it's, wear my shoes and experience it. And I'm saying right here now, is that say, Mr. Evans, I will show you. If the guy or the lady is not a broke individual, then do it. I will show you. You will see it. You will see my full name. Then you will say so.
Joke the date and joke it day. It's okay.
Yeah, this has been going on for quite a while, right? Since 2023, and this is 2 years now running.
The person don't have 1,000 pounds that is free.
Then you don't say what you can do. That's you being. Don't say what you can do.
Mr. Emeka, I have Madam Rita with us. Madam Rita, good evening to you, ma.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, my lovely mommy, and then everybody, King Jamaica, Mr. Oduwa, good afternoon. I just want to respond to Emeka, and I'm not telling you how to speak or how to present yourself, but I don't know. I think you're a grown man. There's no need for you to start arguing about showing your ID and all those things. It's totally unnecessary. It makes you sound comical. And I don't like that. I mean, I believe you're a respectable person and you're an adult. And I think you've seen a lot of things in life. And there's certain things you just don't try to prove on it.
Sorry, Mr. Rita. Sorry, Madam Rita. Sorry to interject. Why I'm doing this is that so that Mr. Elvis will see it. And in case it's being raised up, he can say, I have seen it, so stop this nonsense, right?
Okay,
so that's the reason. Yeah.
Mr. Emeka, let her finish.
Okay.
May I finish, please? Yes, thank you very much. I am saying this in good faith. And I think I have an understanding where you're coming from, but when you talk like that, you give the perception of you lacking emotional intelligence. You might not be that, but that's what you're presenting to the whole world now.
I'm an Igbo man. We don't get emotional intelligence. we don't get that. We are very arrogant. We don't get that.
You can't unmute when somebody's talking on the phone, please.
You are proving me right by even interrupting me that you're lacking the emotional intelligence. You just proved it to the world now. I'm trying to explain something, and I said it's in good faith. I'm not trying to put you down or anyway. I don't like putting people down. But when I see somebody who has a lot of potentials and intelligence to give to the world, and then you kind of spoiling it by showing your lack of emotional intelligence, it just defeats the purpose of what you can give out there. That's where I'm coming from. If something that you have to learn, forget about being arrogant or you're from an Igbo tribe. Everybody is rude or arrogant at some point, but you cannot use an entire race to describe and say, this is who you are. I'm a Benin woman, but you can't say every Benin woman is arrogant. You can't say that. So that's the, nobody's perfect, but we have to learn from each other. I'm teaching you something. You don't have to take it, but I'm saying it because this Nigeria Watch channel is a channel that, shows people how to talk, how to behave, and how to learn and understand. So I am giving you what I am saying. I am outside your box. You're not seeing what I'm saying. And that's why I'm telling you this. Now, going forward, Mr. Elvis, I am happy Mr. Emeka proudly identifies where he comes from. However, we have had two Niger. I think two Niger mentioned he grew up in Port Harcourt. And sometimes I hear that Eastern accent. So I'm thinking he's probably mixed Igbo, Port Harcourt. But two Niger, I'm sure he's listening. He's been here for 1,000 years in Niger Watch. He has refused to identify where he comes from. He has refused, and I identify where you come from. It's not like we're not trying to nitpick you. We're just trying to say, like, okay, let us see where your background is at in terms of tribe. Not everything, but your tribe. So I can give it to Emeka for proudly identifying, whether people believe it or not, where he comes from. Like that's a true Nigerian spirit. I just want to put it out there on a positive note.
Thank you.
And Mr. Elvis, I don't know if you still be online by the time I
No. I don't close. I don't already close.
Why you say no?
You don't close. Where you don't go? You don't close.
I don't close Margarita. I don't already close. And
Where they close, they go. Where they close, they go.
I don't take off like this. You did not 2 minutes. I want to
leave shop open. Leave
Thank
shop
you, ma.
open.
Where you closing to?
Thank you, ma. Margarita, thank you. Bye.
Leave shop open.
Okay, give us Amanda. You have 2 minutes. Talk to me. I want close now. Thank you.
Thank you. I greet you, Mohammed. That's right. My own 2 minutes now to break table. I don't think you need to get $1,000 before you prove your identity, and I don't think you should be apologetic or probably destroy the whole house to prove your identity. Mr. Elvis and Edoma, we know that he has been to Edo. We know where he comes from. We know his name. If you are truly an Igbo man, you don't need to tell us that it's because people have doubt about you. On the backstage, you can show Mr. Elvis your ID card, and he will tell you, "Oh, I have seen it. Oh, we believe Mr. Elvis."
No, if he asks for it now, I'll do it now. If he asks, I'll do it now.
Do
you
it.
Don't know,
You don't
but
need
not for you. I'm not doing it for you. If he asks, I will do it. Let him ask. I'll do it.
Okay,
Elvis, you want to see it?
So you go.
Elvis, you want to see it?
And do it.
No, don't stay quiet. Elvis, no, not you. I don't. No, you can't. You can't tell me what to do. You are too smart to tell me what to do. Elvis, do you want to see it now?
No need.
No. You have to ask me. I will go get my driver's license and show you now.
You go and get it. You go and get it.
No, not you. You stay quiet. Let Elvis ask now. I will do it now. I don't need the one. See,
but they never give me my 1,000 now.
Exactly. Collect the 1,000. Well, hold on. Stay with please. Can I address this point? If he asks me now.
Can you mute, please? It's a shame for a man to ask for money to prove his identity.
I am not asking for the money. I said he can give it to Elvis. He can give it to Elvis. I don't need the money.
1,000 now. Give us Amanda. You know, since Christmas they come, so person say you want to give me 1,000.
But I hold on. See, I don't need the money. You can give it to Elvis.
You pass 1,000. A maker does not need $1,000 to prove where it comes from. If it's really from the east, you don't need it. You know where I come from, Miss Elvis.
You not from Yugoslavia now.
Thank you. Arabia. Now I come from. Madam Rita is from Benin. I know.
Black Panther is from Uruguay.
Thank you very much. Black Panther is from Yugoslavia. You need 1,000 to prove your identity. My brother. Oh God, carry go, I beg. Carry go. You say somebody is broke. You are the broke person. You say somebody.
All right. I like Mr. Elvis. You know, some people have.
Okay. Give us Amanda. Thank you.
I can show you my ID behind stage now. You know me. You need 1,000 to prove where you come from. You are not an Igbo man.
Please, can that man stop talking? Mr. Elvis, I said, I don't need the 1,000. Let the guy give it to you. It's an appreciation for what you've been doing on the platform. But if you're still insisting,
you don't need anybody's money to prove where you come from.
Please just stay quiet, man. Please just stay quiet. Just stay quiet. If you are insisting and you don't want the 1,000, I can still do it now. It's not going to cost me anything. It's upstairs. I just go down and I show you on the backstage. But if the guy is not a coward, if he's not silly, then put your money where your mouth is. Then again, let me just piggyback on Madam Rita. Madam Rita, thank you for your contribution and also for what you said. You see, the good thing about self-awareness is knowing who you are. I don't have emotional intelligence. I don't need it at this, but there are certain times I could demonstrate it. And for certain people, right? There are certain people who could step on my toes and I will look at it and say, okay. And these are people I consider to be bigger than me. So if you are less than me, what the hell do I need to stay quiet for? Who are you? So the emotional intelligence, I know myself. That's self-awareness. Me understanding who I am. Yes, I'm arrogant and I have to be. I have worked for it. I was born for it.
Thank you. I have somebody on the phone.
Hold on, I'm almost done. So when you say emotional intelligence, it's applicable to specific situation.
Okay,
so
thank you.
If the president is talking to me and he's speaking rudely to me.
Thank you. Tiobala, thank you, my brother. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Jao, thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother.
Sorry for calling late. Yeah, I'm actually been listening to you. Just a little contribution, though. First of all, thank you for the good job. I'll be following you right on time. I'm always here for you.
You don't leave us for street now.
No, I just said you give us a mandate to find me. Tell us how they come.
Give us a mandate.
The most important thing is that the reason why we are where we are today in Nigeria is because of this tribal talk. Nigeria is not yet a nation. A nation whereby you identify people by Igbo, by Isham, by Edo, by whatever. It's not nice. Emeka, you have no... I don't know how to put it. You don't need to prove to anybody where you are from. You are a Nigerian. That answered everything. Because it's enough of all this tribal talk. Where are you from? You have the right to support who you want to support. You can go against me if I'm the president to whatever. Even if we are from the same home. It doesn't matter. We should stop all this tribal, where are you from? I want to identify you. I want to know where you are from. We are Nigeria, for God's sake.
Exactly.
And we are one nation. We should stop all this talk. It's not necessary. Not going to help us. Let's start thinking how we can move our nation forward. God bless you, Mr. Evans. I will join you hopefully very soon.
Hey, talk about fiber optics. So, Obaseki, where you go since all these days, run people, shameful people. Obaseki, fiber optic. Where's fiber optic? Liars everywhere. Come to the panel. Come to the panel. Yeah, people. Fiber optics. Obaseki.
All right. Thank you, Timbala. Thank you.
You are not in tune with the modern world. It's okay, Mr. Ivy. Thank you.
Thank you. Give us a body, don't talk to Tom and Jerry. You know, they tackle everybody, you know, they go. All right, guys, I need to go now, beg, before I can scatter this table. Before all the really top men come join this panel now. Before you know it, they don't drag me go where I don't know. It's already 10 o'clock. I'm happy the way it is. Thank you very much, Mr. Emeka, for coming in. Mr. Odua, thanks for coming in, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you. Give us a body, my brother, for coming in. Every one of you that called in, thank you very much, Madam Deborah, Madam Origin, Mr. Simon, Tiobala, and many others. Madam Rita, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Those of you that supported the channel, thank you very much, Kingsley, once again, Madam Peggy Modi, Madam Chidima, Madam Eugenia, thank you. I'm very, very grateful, and God will bless you now. Why my people right there on the comment section, Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, my lovely mother. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. Thank you, Abo Azi, God bless you. I appreciate you all. Love Mandoka, thank you. Onos22, thank you. Shy788, thank you, my people. Eva Line, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Toke Mike, thank you. Now, plenty there at peace, finally committed. Mother Peggy Modi and many others right there. Ifo, thank you very much. Aigbe Ameze, thank you very much from Facebook. Thank you, Black Panther, my brother. Black Panther, I have called into the show today. I forget that one. Honors and many others. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, God's grace, and many others. Now, God will bless you, my people. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Let's continue again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Tomorrow, we're going to be discussing Two-Face, Idibia, and Anna Idibia. Please, I would like you guys to come in so that we can learn from that particular discussion. The only thing that will make us twist into politics, if maybe we hear say Tinubu and Shetima, they fight this evening, or maybe Donald Trump come this evening. If not, we are sticking with this particular topic tomorrow. Two-Face, Idibia, and Annie. I say Annie Idibia. Yes, Annie Idibia and Natasha as well. Is Natasha Idibia as well? Because they don't marry Abi. So all of them Idibia. So we're going to be discussing it. Then we'll take it from there. For those of you that is available tomorrow, call me. But in case people are not available, you give me the pathway to quickly end show. Because for me, see now 2 hours 38 minutes, I'm over pleased with this. You know, for my own personal life, it's not easy today on air. Normally, we're not supposed to pass 1 hour 30 minutes, but presentation and before we give us a month, they go scatter out the table and all that. People can't respond. Before we know, we're already 4 hours. I know. Then before Black Panther now coming, my brother, take scatter everywhere as well. So I know how these people be. Anyway, Mr. Jonathan, we never hear from her for a few days now. I've got to see him just hide as usual. Maybe before we hear from him, I go be on the 1st of January. I got to see him. I felt like that they say that America where you go visit, so come off for there, come back to UK so that we can be seeing you every day. I don't know what you do for America. Yeah, America. What are you doing there? Until their president keep to the promise that America will call them. Anyway, my people, we've come to the end of this broadcast. Make a quick run now before more people will come in. And God, I will bless our people. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Fingers crossed, by God's grace. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night and bye for now.
Shakara now. Oh, yeah, do Shakara now.